So this is a weird time to ask this, but are any of us girls?
Are any of us girls?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Say again.
Yes, if we get to play a female characters this game. I am not. Although I will probably roleplay my sister at some point.
Cool. Or not cool. I don't know. Carry
cool.
on.
I'll roleplay my sister.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even know any of my siblings.
So, you guys walk into the guild hall, and it's the same setup as before. It's got a small entrance room and a bunch of it's kind of like a hall with a bunch of doors that are labeled, and you see the one for the Merchant Guard Guild. And
Okay, cool. I forgot about that. Thank you, guys.
I'm guessing you guys are walking in.
Yeah.
So the same receptionist is there as before, the rather large, sacky-looking lady, elderly woman. She says, "Can I help you?"
Good day.
She just gives this.
I guess we're looking for a job, right? I look at Sai.
Absolutely. We've heard there was some jobs on offer that would really suit our particular skills.
Okay, what are those?
We've done a lot of caravan work, escort work, guards.
Just a lot of guarding.
Yeah. We're good with our weapons and good with our fists and good with our hands. And our
Well,
clients are always
some more
delivered
than others.
safely. And we would like to offer those services.
Well, where would you like to go?
We've heard that there's a client ready to go to Maradon.
In Saldia, yes.
Right. That I think that's the one we're gonna take.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be ready to leave in the morning. Just meet him outside of the arena.
All right.
Okay.
At noon, he said he wants to watch the Goblin Ball team.
Oh, that should be interesting. We'll be there on time, of course. There will be 4 of us, so he will be well guarded.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Do you need our names for your records?
Yeah, she takes your names and she says, "Don't screw this up."
Do you know what we're guarding?
It's just wagon merchant sort of thing. Not exactly.
Anything that's contraband?
No. Just probably trade goods, whatnot. Ice peppers or silks or something.
If you say so.
She said. She just says, "Okay, so get there by noon."
Okay.
Gives you a little fucking, gives you 4 cards or whatever to prove who you are.
Excellent.
And that's it.
Well, that was easy. Let's go and boost. Do you want to get a drink?
Sure.
All right. We forgot to confirm that we were meeting up back at the tavern or something.
I think that's probably a given.
Okay,
Since
right.
that's where they're all staying anyway.
All right, great. So we're gonna go back to the tavern and we're gonna have maybe some. We call it cutters in Trinidad. I don't know what you guys call it. Some drinks, little things to eat on the side, and we are going to probably ask around about the horn.
Okay.
Since when were you interested with the horn?
Well, it seems everyone else is interested, and that has me interested. You know, it seems like one of those things that it's safer to be aware of than to be oblivious of.
Do you know what it does?
No clue. But who knows? Maybe we'll find someone who, if we get it, maybe it will be worth something to us.
Okay,
I can
Ben.
imagine.
You guys can continue, just kind of do it in chat so that we can
Yeah.
keep going.
So we are just gonna chill out.
So Ben, which direction are you gonna go in? Let's say you like right here. You come in.
Could you shift click that for me?
What's that?
I'm gonna say, could you shift click that for me?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. And I guess I should drag myself over there.
So, yeah, you come out. Which where are you headed?
Well, are there any guardsmen just patrolling or some shit?
You see one down here, but they're not all over the place.
Okay, I guess I'll...
You don't see any in the other direction.
That's kind of a light militia, but regardless, I'll flag him down.
Okay,
I
so
will be watching you from on high in the shadows.
Well, you do you, Furbo.
I'm hopeful that this gentleman do not do you.
he comes up to you and he says, "Hi, what'll it be? What do you need?"
Well, afternoon there. I'm looking for them, Children of Light. I heard they came around here, is that right?
Yeah, they've been sticking their nose around. What do you want with the children?
Well, I reckon I figured out why they're here, and I already took care of it. You know where they're at?
Yeah, it looks like they're over towards the Cursed Hammer. That's where the last report was. I don't know if they're still there or not.
Cursed Hammer. Well, hopefully I can get this settled. Not everyone's here. You have a good day now.
You too, citizen. He walks away. So, Mike, give me a stealth check and an acrobatics check.
All right.
Acrobatics. Is this Assassin's Creed? He's on the rooftops.
Yep, that's the reason why. How's my parkour? Okay, so why are you doing it? Now, do I do it with gusto skill?
Yep.
Yes.
So you look back and you just kind of see glimpses. It's like at the beginning of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon when they're all jumping across the fucking sea with the roofs. So you see Crimson just gracefully gliding over rooftops like they're fucking made for him to run on.
Good Lord.
He does a twirl unnecessarily.
Hey, Crimson, what color is your headband?
I am wearing red, although admittedly purple was the one of my favorite at first.
So you guys are on your way. Let's go to Ruin and Sai. Oh shit. All right, so you guys are in the inn with Just you two, and over in this area, we'll say it's actually it's going to be this table right here. You guys can see there are 4 men dressed in white. I'll bring them up here in just a moment.
Okay. Where am I? I think we were in the kitchen. Here I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is it? Hey, Braddock. Is Braddock back?
I thought I had a token for it, but it appears that it's a GIF, and therefore not fucking working. Anyway, pretend
Which table is it? Sorry?
that this guy is all in white.
Oh, okay.
All
Alright, cool. Call him Braddock 2.
And everyone in the inn is quiet, really subdued. And these guys are over in the corner, and they're giving the stink eye to everybody. They're eating and drinking, but they don't look happy.
This
Sorry,
is
I was
me
muted.
and Ben, or
No,
Sai
that's
and-
Ruin inside.
all right.
So we walk in, right?
Yeah, we walk in. So this was how we was headed, so we would just saunter in. So Braddock is not here at the moment.
Neither of them are.
Okay. Do we recognize these guys? Like, for instance, is it the uniforms we saw in the other town, or is this something new?
No, you haven't seen these guys before, but you do know just by reputation that they are the children of the light.
Ah,
Known but never said to their face the light looks.
oh,
I whisper to Sai, "Hey, look over to the left, clansmen."
yes they do.
Think we should warn Crimson?
Yes, we definitely should. I will send him a text. Yeah.
Yeah.
He went with Braddock, right?
I mean, we could. You could stay outside. I'm gonna keep an eye on them.
All right, I'll do that. So I'm gonna just like Oh right, so there are tables outside. So I'll probably like ask the waitress to bring me a beer outside there.
And I'll sit over here.
You're going to be outside on the porch, and you're going to be there. Okay. Okay. So she comes over to you guys and says, in a very quiet voice, she comes over to Ruin first, and she says, "Hi, honey. What'll it be?"
Wine, whatever kind of wine you have.
Okay. Just
That's
the
it.
wine?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And then she goes out and sees Sai and asks the same question. What'll it be?
I say, well, mead sounds good. What else would you recommend for a light snack?
Well, we have some boiled eggs, some biscuits and cheese. That might not be too bad.
Nice. Biscuits and cheese sounds great. I'll have one of.
Okay.
I'll have
Those will
those and the mead. How much do I have for you, my dear?
Mead. That'll be 4 copper.
4 coppers, excellent. Here you go. I will deduct that. Yeah. Okay. Great. So here you go, and let's. I'll be right here.
Okay. The wine is 2 copper.
Okay.
Okay.
Or so first that. Okay, here we go. Pow. So, just as you guys get in, settled in, Sai, you notice Crimson and Braddock are coming towards the tavern, the inn, walking up the road.
All right. So I'm gonna intercept quickly. So I'm gonna jump up, run down here, and I'll wave to them and finger to the lips and just like call them over. I'll go to them if this. Pretty much, I want to tell them before they step onto the stairs. Yeah,
Yes,
so
madam. What do you think?
there's some guys in there, and Ruan said they were the children of light.
I see. So I must disguise myself. Have you a extra hood?
An extra what?
Hood.
Hood.
Yes.
I don't have any hoods. I am so sorry. I have my cloak. You can borrow that, but you
I
know,
shall stick it over my head.
right?
In the part of the note I am a cult.
Yeah. So I'll take off my the cape thing I have, and I'll give it to him, and he can wrap himself like a cloak and or a hoodie or something.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
just that.
put a cloak. You don't have any armor or anything either, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you get the cloak on, pull the hood up. Braddock, what's your move?
Well, these are the gentlemen I was looking for. If y'all will excuse me.
Okay. They may have to defend him. Trust me. We'll allow him to approach, but I will keep an eye on his progress.
Just gonna shove his way through the saloon doors and look around.
Okay, you see them over there immediately in the left-hand side. Everybody else is quiet and subdued.
Is
And,
this a window? Or
Yes.
this? Okay.
Yeah, they all are. And Ruin is off to the side sipping wine.
Alright. Just
All
gonna
right.
casually
I'm gonna
walk
hide. Sorry.
right up to the table. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hide in these bushes and look through the window.
Okay.
Like a pervert.
Sai?
I will return to my place on the porch. I'm gonna hold here until something happens because I don't want to be too far from. Where is Crimson?
I'm
hiding in the
the
bushes.
bushes on the left.
Right. Good. So he's on the bushes on the left. I'll be right here.
Now, these windows are closed, by the way.
Yeah. So I think.
So I can't see through them.
You can see through them.
But I can't like hop through like an action store.
No.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you could try. You might be able to break them, but it won't be graceful.
I can't do it and look cool. Got it.
You could throw like a chair through it or something if you had a chair. But no chair. Anyway.
I'm gonna search for rocks.
So you come over and they kind of look up at you disdainfully, and they say, What is it, citizen?
Well, afternoon, gentlemen. White Cloaks, beg your pardon for my intrusion. I just heard y'all was deployed out this way.
When you say white cloaks, they stiffen immediately. And they're like,
Oh, it gets worse. Did you catch the end?
no, what did you say at the end?
I heard y'all was deployed out this way after them Forsaken.
They're like, they don't even say anything. They don't even know how to react. They're
Just stunned.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of them starts to go for the sword and then it looks over at this guy. And they all kind of look at this guy to see what to do. And he's just looking at you with his mouth open. And you can see slowly his brows start to furl and his mouth closes and turns down into a frown. You see him it looks like he's turning different shades of color. Red, mostly.
Just gonna walk up and slap the stack of fabric insignias on the table. Already mobilized my brothers in arms and trounced their camp now. 10 head strong they was, proof of kills right here. Consider them thoroughly finalized.
Okay, so this guy in the back stands up and he says, looks at the thing, says, these are Dark Friend insignias.
That's right.
You walk in the light, stranger?
I do. Why would I have 10 stacks of these insignias here?
Well, what's the easiest way to get stacks of Dark Friend insignias?
Well, by cutting them down.
Dark Friend. Why don't you come with us? We'll ask you some questions, and if you're walking the light, then you don't have anything to worry about.
I guess I won't object.
Excellent. They all stand up, kind of box you in a little bit, and escort you at the doors.
You're just gonna leave them on the table?
Well, no, he grabbed them on his way out.
Right as they walk out, I chug the rest of my wine and casually walk out.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll stealth now?
No. You're still stealth. You rolled stealth before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was before. Yeah, give me a stealth roll.
All right. I am now hiding in the southern bushes.
Right.
Come on, stealth, don't kill me. That's not great.
So you're in the bushes.
Yeah.
They don't really look around. They just kind of continue walking out.
Woo!
Did you just woo? Like
You failed your stealth check.
Sorry. I was intending to use it because, that's not going to stay. Disregard my woo.
Okay.
I thought we just scored the 5th goal, but they're going to call that back because Stick was above the pipe. No, it wasn't. That's a goal. Oh, that's a good goal. I thought it was above the pipe.
What's the score?
5-0. If it sticks.
5-0. Goddamn.
I don't
So,
think it's stick.
they continue on through the square and by the arena.
All right. Damn, where am I? Here I am. Here I am, brother, on my own.
I'll follow just behind, but I'll try to blend in.
Okay. Sly?
Yeah, I'll follow with Ruan.
And I'm on the roofs.
Right. Okay, give me an acrobatics check, please.
You got it. All right, acrobatics, don't kill me.
Not like stealth, like cocksucker. So, quietly, Or actually, no, not so quietly this time. It's a little damp. There's a mist coming in off the water.
Whoa.
And,
It's a 2.
well, you can hear him. Whoever's paying attention can see him try to kind of bounce back and forth up the building. You know what I mean? But it's really slick, and then you just hear the frantic scraping of fucking claws on wood, like a, and then he just kind of falls, but he doesn't really do it quietly either because his stealth roll wasn't that good. So then he just kind of falls to the ground. He's not up and he's not quiet. And
and another cat passes by and he does the screeching thing.
Oh,
yeah, they hiss at each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
all right. I do try to dust myself back up, and I'm going to try to see if I can. I don't know what I'm going to do to try to make up for that. I can't do. I'm going to try to jump into an alley real quick just to see if I can kind of throw off the scent.
Oh yeah, no, you were totally in an alley. I figured you just kind of squeezed in between two buildings and tried to climb up.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I just crashed. Garbage can got tipped over. All right. Yeah. So I completely kicked the garbage can over, make another cat sound.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then I try to climb back up.
Okay.
Please. Really?
Mike, you totally need to stockpile stock audio of cats.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, this is a +6.
So you guys are just tromping along through the square, like, you know, you're the only people in the square. You actually are the only people in the square. Between the cats and the garbage cans get knocked over, and you guys being the only two there, it's pretty obvious that you're following.
All right. Since stealth isn't working for me anymore, I'm just going to reach the ground. I'm going to jump on the ground, 3-point stance style in front of the guys and continue to follow. I try to regain some cool dignity. Let's see if that happens. Do I regain any cool points?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Good.
The fucking badass cartwheel somersault combination. He pops up in front of the arena, ready to go.
Cats always land on their feet, but they don't always start off that way.
But see, they always pretend like whenever they embarrass themselves, they always pretend like nothing happened.
Don't look around. So yeah, they're quickly heading away. They get stopped at the gate for a second. Braddock, the guys at the gate stop them and say, "What are you guys doing?" The mayor said you can't be harassing citizens and taking them against their will. What's going on here?
Well, I'm lawfully going with. No cause for concern.
They're kind of. He looks at the white cloak and he says, "Is that true?" The white cloak nods and says, "Yes. The citizen has decided to come with us of his own free will." And they say, "All right." And they open the gate. You guys walk across to the drawbridge, the bridge.
Right. Do shit. That means we got to figure out a way to get past this bridge.
The guards. It's daytime, so the guards aren't stopping everybody. They're just stopping the white cloaks.
Okay, so we just casually walk across the bridge.
Yeah.
I bid them adieu.
Let's see. So,
You want me to roll for adieu?
For what?
Never mind. I said I bid them adieu. And then you said, hold on. I was like, crap, do I have to roll for it?
Ruin, you're following up behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. And Sai?
Yeah, following along.
Are you going to be that far behind, or what's your idea? You're going to be right with them?
Yeah.
I guess I'd be walking with Sai.
Okay. So you guys cross the bridge. They're already out into the forest. Or I should say not necessarily the forest, but they've moved to the new map.
All right. What about where's is that at? I know we're in right here, right? Yeah. Okay, that's where I thought we were.
So they just go outside of the city. They have a little camp not far away. And, they have horses, and it's a camp, and there's more of them there. They say on their way, it's a good thing we brought the questioners unit with us. And one of the other ones says, yeah, it's too bad there's such fucking evil pranks. Just from the banter back and forth, you can see that these guys are, they are a separate group within the group. And they think they're better than everybody else of all the rest of the white folks. And they are the torture squad. More or
They're
less.
both kind of like the Empire from Star Wars. Everybody are Nazis. Everybody thinks they're the best, and everybody else sucks.
Well, yeah.
All right, cool. I mean, terrible.
They walk in the light, and they don't think anybody else does.
They walk in the light. Their shit smells like roses, and everybody else smells like, well, shit.
Oh God, they're Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit mixed up into them. So yeah, they take you in, and you see there's about 6 largest tents set up with a 7th larger tent in the back, or at the foot, or at the head. I guess it would depend on which way you're looking at it. They have picket lines of horses. Everything's very militarized in nice, neat rows. They have guards and patrols walking around. It's a military encampment. What?
Oh, okay.
No.
No, it's getting quiet, so you're probably human.
Oh. So yeah, you guys hit the woods. Let me try to bring up something for that. It's about the way.
Darren, why was your soup bland? What type of soup did you have?
Bland soup.
Huh?
I said, why was your soup bland? What type of soup did you have to have bland soup?
Oh, I held back on the pepper because I thought the pepper was hotter than it was.
What type of soup was it?
Noodle? There was some cabbage in it, I think, and seasoning, other stuff.
Wait, there wasn't no meat, just cabbage and noodles?
Yeah.
You're not a vegetarian, are you?
No.
Because, you can tell us if you are.
No, I'm not actually.
No, we can't.
It's okay, people live all sorts of different lifestyles these days.
We would still totally judge you, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm the one who makes patties from scratch. I'm not a vegetarian. Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're your friends. And if you ever decide that you only want to eat vegetables, we'll accept you.
Of all the ways I envisioned this conversation originating, I would never have thought that soup would be the cause of it.
No. Honestly, I don't even know how I got on that track.
Yeah.
It's just that when you said noodles and cabbage, for whatever reason, I was like, the fuck, no meat in the soup? And then I was like, not only am I going to ask him a vegetarian, I'm going to ask it like he has a drug problem or he decided that he's into bestiality.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You find that map, Mike? Because this is what happens when I wait.
So we still have track of Braddock and company, right?
Yeah, but we're having a problem now because we moved into this military camp with the tents. It's going to be a little bit tougher for us to stealth and stay out of sight. And I don't
You
even
don't
want to
have
think
this
about.
set up in any way.
Oh yeah, I'm crap at stealth. I'm all armored up.
I don't even want to think about trying to break them out of here. But I sure as hell don't want to think about leaving them here either. But you know what? I'm actually prepared to die by the hands of some superior Knight Templars. Like, that'll be a death I'll be proud of. If it happens. And who knows, if we beat these guys and get them out, that might get us to level 3. And then we can be real heroes. Real-ish. Oh, where do you want us to come in at?
You can come in up in the top left.
All right.
Top left, go up, and parachute in. Whee!
Did Ruin just hide under side?
Huh?
Did Ruin just hide under side?
No.
That's stealth.
Yeah. You all do realize that I am best dressed for these kinds of missions.
You have never made a stealthy character, have you, Darren?
No, I've never made a stealthy character.
I feel like I go stealthy more than I don't.
Even
guess that
when I'm
makes
playing
sense.
a cleric, like in the Tuesday game, I'm a cleric and still I tend to be middle to front.
Yeah. Yeah, you still have heavy armor in that one, so yeah.
Yeah,
You're just not a stealthy man.
yeah, I'm not. I'm very direct.
I guess it's because I like snipers. Actually, it makes a lot of sense when you figure the fact that I also like snipers.
When I used to play multiplayer in Modern Warfare, my gun was an MP5.
No, I saw that before because I see you in I've seen you in
Division.
Destiny. I'm sorry, the Division.
Yeah,
I know you don't play Destiny.
yeah. So
All right.
it's like getting close and kill them.
All right. What do we got here? What does it have here? All right, so I'm going to go to a tree, roll a perception, and I want to see if I can. Fuck me.
You can
Since you're a cat, you probably can.
Did I really say if I want to see if I can fuck me? Sorry. I want to see roll a perception to see how many guys I can see.
Go
I
ahead.
hope you are able to cut that one out. If you put a title on this video, it should be fuck me.
I want to go next to Crimson, but Crimson, just be warned that there's a complete chance I will blow your cover if I go there.
No, I mean, all you gotta do is get there. Unfortunately, I can't cast pass without a trace on you.
Alright, so if I go next to him in this bush, do I roll stealth, Mike?
Yes.
Alright, so like I said, this could be over before it begins.
That's all right. I roll perception to see if I can see how many guys there are.
Woohoo!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Did you get?
Everybody
You got
gets
a
one.
14.
You got what? 14?
Yeah.
And what did you get, Crimson?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might actually beat me because I didn't even roll it. All right. No, but you did well.
Yeah.
You actually did beat me because I got a 12 and you got a. Yeah, we did the same.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
Because you might have to roll a disadvantage, but you are at least a dex fighter, so
Mm-hmm.
you're not like completely clumsy.
Yeah, that's true. I like
Like,
Dex fighters. I really do.
oh yeah, dex fighters work. I mean, the only way it doesn't is if you decide you want to go all offense, which in case you would use a two-handed weapon,
Yeah.
and then you need strength. But if you just want to be kind of more balanced, then dex works very well. Honestly, I think it's probably stronger than strength. Oh, good lord! I just said that sentence. Um, because you can also have the longbow on top of that, which means you can just do what you need to do.
So Ben, they take you to this large tent, and you are inside of it. There's a gentleman there. Um, and he's an older guy sitting behind a desk. It's like a camp desk, so it's not really that big of a deal. And he looks up and he says, "What do we have here?" And the guy says, "This man comes into the bar we were at and throws down Dark Friend insignias, and we thought we'd bring him in for questioning." And so he says, "Okay, what do you know about this, there, boy?" That's you, Ben.
Well, first and foremost, I'd watch how you call boy. But, secondly, it was a count of 10 and proof of kill. I mobilized my men and we went and trounced their camp.
So now we're brothers, boys.
I see. And what happened after that?
What do you mean, what happened after that? I killed them, I cut off their insignias, and I brought them to you.
So you and your friends just happened to find this group of dark friends and went about killing them with no questions asked?
They was kidnapping the townsfolk babies. That's what got us on the trail. Now I saw, as it were, a corruption. Not in the hearts of men, but the monster. And for what little we had judged between us and the Lord, they were found leagues below. And while we have our place, man and monster, with the Lord, I would not preach to ears as deaf as theirs. So I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit. Out of the mud and mire, he set my feet on rock. It gave me firm ground to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see and saw and learn to fear the Lord and put the trust in him. Because I saw on the devil's frontier what becomes of hope, of humanity in the other walks of life, considered fantasy in the face of what they can do. I saw this evil, and on the road laid before me by the Lord I walk, and through my journey I send them to the absolution until I find my own. Praise the Lord.
Praise the light indeed. Well, all right, maybe this will work. Why don't you stay with us for a little bit, and I'll confer with my officers, and we'll see what will be done next.
Absolutely.
Okay, so he says you'll understand if we have to keep you under wraps, tie you up or tie shackles, handcuffs, I guess would be the proper word for it, and the guard. But so anyway, they do you up like a prisoner. But they're definitely not fucking with you. You know what I mean? Like you've given this guy something to think about. The rest of them seem like zealots, but this guy seems would be the commander. He's got I think he's got a cord hanging off his shoulder with knots in it, a golden cord, and he's got more knots than anybody else by the looks of it. And he kind of goes off and talks with his guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm almost prepared. So what, Ruin, what are you doing right now?
Just hiding. Should I roll stealth? There we go.
Okay. So you see guys moving around. Like I said, they're doing patrols and stuff like that. It's a very militarized camp. I know I'm walking over all this fucking shit, but it's not supposed to be there. So they don't look like they're actually looking around. They kind of just looking forward. Like they assume everything's going to be all right. And as they walk around and they meet each other, they say the time, it's noon and all is well in the light. And then they just keep walking around. You guys are in the woods, and so you guys see it. How far can you guys see?
At the moment, I can see the guards. I can see the bridge.
Okay. What about Mike?
Yeah, I can really see 60 feet as well. Actually, I don't know how well I can see in the light. I don't think that ever comes up. I would assume that since you're able to shoot things that are 300 feet away in the light, I should be able to see that far. But no, how much you can see in the light has never come up.
No, how far can you see right now?
Oh, I can see the map, honestly. So I can see all the way to the edge of the map.
Holy crap.
Don't plan for anything because fucking the players will take you somewhere that you didn't plan for. So it's exactly what's happening right now. All the shit I did this weekend, and you guys decided to do this. Okay, here we go.
The thing is that we didn't know what the common procedure is for when they take people like that. So,
I never even thought, to be honest with you.
So I think what is happening now is that we did not expect Braddock to be kept. So at some point we're going to realize, oh, hang on a second, he's not coming back out.
Well, I think I was able to hear enough to relay the message to them that they are holding him for the moment. But now he is not quite a prisoner, and that could change. He must remain vigilant and quiet, so we will not exasperate his situation.
Okay.
Or in English. Alright, y'all, we gotta shut the fuck up and not get seen, or else we'll get him in more trouble.
So can everybody see the whole map or just Mike?
Yeah, I can see the whole map.
Anyway, that's fine. All right, so you guys are right there. He's over there talking to his guys. So he's gone for quite a while. The guard comes in, Braddock, and brings you water and some food. They uncuff you, your hands behind your back, and put them in front of your waist. Reclamp them, and but you can eat. And then they just kind of go, and this guy's waiting, guarding outside your ship.
All right. Ruddock just maintains a very nonchalant demeanor. No sudden movements.
Sorry, let me eat.
Okay, so eventually, about 2 hours pass. They're not in a big hurry about it, but he comes back in and he says, "Forgive me for not introducing myself before. My name is."
Pronounced with the yum.
It's okay. I have to find his name.
His name is Humpty.
It is not Humpty. Lord Captain Gulliver.
Okay, that's better.
It's better than Humpty.
It is. It is better than Humpty.
So he says, "Your story is very intriguing, and I don't understand why someone who's not one of the children would undertake these dangerous missions. Why they would do something like that." No, Gulliver.
Oh, okay.
Go, yeah, something like that. Give me a second. Put it up.
I'm not gonna have to spell it. Well, I might because I do have calligraphy, but still.
Crimson. He's been in there for a very long time.
Gulliver. Gollever.
Yes. They are feeding him now. I do not know how long this will take.
So yeah, he says, "Tell me again what happened at this Dark Friend gathering, and where was it?" Use different words this time.
Do I have access to my map?
Yes.
I'll just go ahead and unfurl that and then circle where the camp was. It was out here doing some kind of, ain't quite sure, some kind of ritual. They sacrificed one of the babies before we could get to him. Real shame, that was.
Yes, absolutely. We've stopped them, you say. Killed them.
Yeah.
How much did you get paid for this?
Ain't getting paid. Rescued the babies, brought them back. Dropped them off at the Church of the Light. You should be able to confer with the priest there. He should be able to tell you.
Very good. Very good. Well, I think we'll have you stay the night with us, and then you'll go back to Amadicia with us to the Fortress of the Light, and you can talk to some of the people there and have them explain your story, and we'll get as much information as we can so that we can all understand this enemy better and put a stop to it.
You're saying I got to go to Amadicia?
Yes.
So my report to a Lord Commander ain't quite enough? Beg your pardon?
It's enough for me, but I'm not I don't run the children.
Hmm.
They're going to want to talk to you about you, or also.
And what more would they be looking to know?
Well, I don't really know. That's not for me to ask. There's the questioners will have to. That'll be their job. They find out.
Hmm.
There's a question to
Go
whether
on.
you truly walk in the light or not. We need to
I
be
see.
sure before we can trust in the information. I'm sure you'll understand. The shadow has agents everywhere, and we can't be taken in by everyone.
I understand. It's not quite as simple.
So you'll stay here, and we'll leave in the morning. We don't have enough horses for you, so you'll have to walk.
The expression on my face turns grim. I'm trying not to look Sai in the face.
It's not that ugly.
No, but obviously I'm trying not to look Sai in the face because what I just heard means that we're gonna have a really difficult time following him. So we'll either have to reveal ourselves and go as their prisoners / guests, or
You guys also
put
have a
ourselves on a
fucking,
rescue mission.
you also have a job to do tomorrow.
Oh, right, which you two don't know about.
Don't worry, I signed you guys up and put your names down and everything.
So how much of this development am I aware of? I assume I can't hear them speaking.
No. I mean, you should be able to.
Well, no, not really. I don't think so. They're not screaming or anything.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
All right. Like I said, I have that grim expression on my face.
I put my hand on the hilt of one of my rapiers because, like, I'm thinking that you're tensing the way animals do when predators are around.
I am. I'm trying my best to hold it back, but yes, I am.
Yeah.
So this guy walks over here and climbs up to the watchtower and hangs out up here. I'm gonna need everyone to give me another stealth check.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Come on, Darren. Oh, Darren, you doing the stealth check?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love doing those.
Okay.
It makes me feel happy inside.
Mm-hmm. What's that sound from Metal Gear?
Yeah. So Zen's like a ghost over there. He's like a shadow blending in with the trees. For being beside Sai, Crimson's doing a fantastic job. And Sai's like breaking branches and fucking swatting at flies and clapping his hands, and he's not doing great. Not doing great. Yeah, his armor's jiggling and it's banging his sword against the sky.
There's a huge clash of like armor and chain as I settle down to take a shit.
Yeah. You're just ripping them. You hear one of them in the camp joke that there must be a bear out there taking a shit. Got some bad berries. So you hear this guy raise the alarm Intruders to the east, or the fucking
Alright,
west.
so I'm gonna jump off the tree with my hands in the air. I'm gonna jump out the tree with my hands in the air and say, "Halt! I'm meaning you no harm. I am a tabaxi from the mountains. My people and my city fight a long battle against the Dark Friends. Inside your camp, you have one of my number."
Sorry, I was reading Ben's thing.
No, I got that. So, hands up, explaining myself as best I can.
Okay. So you hear somebody say it's a Trolloc,
No,
and
I am a tabaxi.
Rushmore, they've got their spears out.
I am no
Says-
Trolloc. I have no darkness inside of me.
They all kind of stop and they say, "I've never heard a Trolloc speak before."
I am
Yeah.
no Trolloc. I am a tabaxi. My people, I come from the monastery of the Soft Pole. My monastery lends their services to many cities and many peoples. We have protected many armies. We have even protected some of the cities that fall and are cast under your light.
So they start moving ahead. They stop when they see Sai come out. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They say, "What are you spying on our camp for, dark friend?" And they move in to grab you. Or at least...
All right, I'm not going to resist yet. I will only say again, I am no friend of the dark.
Says, "We'll see about that." And they just bind your hands behind your back and take you.
You're not resisting?
Shit, I come out too and say, Furball?
Yeah.
Looking for a cat.
They all
Furball?
stop and
Furball?
they're like, "Wait."
Are
And
you not
they grab onto
resisting?
this guy.
I'm
And
not
you
going to
hear
resist
what's-
yet. I don't
What
want to
in the
ruin what
name
they
of the
I'm
light?
saying this in character,
Yeah,
by the
I'm not
way.
trying to-
It's like, you're not resisting.
Stop. I am not a member of a dark. They say these men are zealots. I believe they shall find the hearts of heroes inside if they search. Our friend Braddock has taken his time to try to appeal to them. I will not ruin his mission. You may join me or you may go. If I am struck down, remember my name.
So they grab you too. Same deal. They shackle you.
I'm just looking for my cat.
Look, you.
I am Nolan's cat.
So. Oh. I missed.
Ah, crap. At this point, yeah, so, like, have they bound me yet? Because I really don't want to lose my swords. I really, really don't. I don't even mind being in shackles, but I don't want them to take my weapons.
Say it.
Well, that's going to be the first thing that they do.
Well, that's the thing. So like, I jump out to you know, get this over with, because I would rather die than lose my weapons. It's a merchant marine thing. So it's and my partner goes with them.
All right, go ahead and say it. If you need, I mean, that's the way you feel. That's the way you feel. You gotta do it.
But are you guys bound? Because if you guys are bound, then I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, they're shackled or they've got like handcuffs on or whatever. I guess they'd be called shackles, but shackles makes me think of being shackled to the wall, and that's not really quite right. But anyway, handcuffs on behind your back, and you are disarmed.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
don't
just
have a
be
choice
walking.
there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm sorry if I would have known, you could have resisted. But I don't know. I don't
No,
know
well,
how
it
good
was
that would
it was kind of a we didn't like plan a team move, so it makes sense that this would happen
Yeah,
and catch
see,
us
Right.
off guard.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to start there. And my idea was, as soon as you completely fumbled the stealth check, I was just going to go and try to catch your attention and kind of leave you guys with the option of getting back. That's why I tried to be so noisy about my surrender.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be noisy about my surrender. I was kind of hoping that you guys would pick up on it, but it is. I don't know. You probably wouldn't have made it out even if you would have tried. That would have been a real tough role to get out of there.
Okay, so this guy comes out, go over, and he says, "What's this? Holy, what's under the light? I haven't seen a tabaxi in quite some time. You're pretty far away from home, there, friend."
Greetings. I am far away from home. My name is Crimson Glow Sunchaser, formerly of the Softcore clan. I am teamed with the man you have set for questioning now, Braddock Malone. I understand that he has told you about our battle against the Dark Friends. We were merely looking and holding back to see that the level-headed amongst you were giving him a chance to listen to his truth. Now seeing that a wise man such as yourself is here, I felt safe to reveal myself.
Okay, so he gives a little smirk at the flattery, and he says, "Well, I tell you what, your friend, what he says is true. Seems pretty legit. Uh, now that you guys are here, I don't know." He didn't say anything. Well, no, that's not
He
true.
did. He said he had a
um, he says, "Okay, well, we'll have to put you guys in separate tents and see if your stories check out." So you guys all get put into fucking tents.
By the way, Si, how did that thing go with you guys searching for the job?
Sorry.
How did it go with you guys searching for the
They're
job?
like, "Hey, shut up!" And they kind of give you a nod.
Sorry.
No talking.
Apologies.
So they have guards guarding you. Goddamn fucking. So he goes in, starts talking to Braddock, and he says, "So, some of your friends just showed up, and they're being set aside for questioning now. What do you think we should do with them?"
Well, if you feel a little bit more comfortable, you can leave them shackled and they can come with. I'm assuming that was your reckoning, either.
Well, you see, my problem is that if the four of you killed all of these dark friends, he lights up a pipe, and he says, makes me think that the four of you together might be a dangerous combination.
You're worried about us attacking you after we just killed dark friends.
Well, it could be dark friends yourselves infiltrating. It could be a big ploy Dark friends are devious.
If we was dark friends, we would have attacked you by now.
I don't think you had the numbers to attack us until now.
I'm just looking for my cat.
And then we found some guy who was looking for his cat.
You really should have rolled. I wanted to see a 20.
He rolled a 12.
Hey, by the way, just quick question: did they tie me up with rope?
What?
They
No,
tied me
they're
up with
shackles.
rope? Okay.
So like, iron and shit.
Okay. Yeah. Because they tied up a cat who's a monk with rope.
Yeah, no, the commander seems pretty intelligent, and
I'm pretty sure he knew that was a good idea.
these guys are pretty. Well, everybody else was kind of freaking out, but he seemed seems a little more worldly than the other guys. So they bring you guys food. It's not great food, but it's food. It's just bread and water. It's nothing fancy. So he says, okay, so he's talking to Braddock again. He says, we'll go question your friends, and if your stories line up, then, well, that really doesn't mean anything, because you could have just went over the stories anyway, but we'll see. This isn't necessarily great news. And he kind of walks out. He doesn't seem as friendly as he was before. He comes over to Ruin, and he says, so, Braddock tells me you're one of the group that killed all those dark friends.
I guess. Yeah.
Occult Tinkers. So, why don't you tell me what happened?
From the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning, of course.
Okay, so I was born.
I know that.
He was gonna do that.
I was expecting you to say, well, first the earth cooled.
Oh, no. I thought it was gonna go. Well, one day,
Yeah. I think my parents decided to make out a little bit, and then I think I was an accident, honestly. And
Continue.
then, oh, you're actually letting. Okay. And then, childhood stuff, this and that. Fast forward 18 years.
Fast forward, what happened to the childhood stuff? That sounds like it would be the most interesting.
Hold on. Sorry, that was enough.
Engagement with somebody. Somebody knocked on the door and the guy being interrogated. I'm like, oh man, that's great.
Sorry, there was a knock on my door.
That's funny.
Alright. You know what? Never mind. Ignore that.
Says, okay, so fast forward to 18 years.
There was this woman who came in to the Cursed Hammer, I think it was. And then crying, my baby, or something like that. Honestly, everyone else was very skeptical about it. No one wanted to help her out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Crimson and
Crimson, which one's that?
that's the cat person.
Oh, right, yep. And that's a rare. How did you guys ever manage to meet up? Is His hometown was taken over by the Shadow. Did you know that?
Nope. Well, I guess I did, but no.
A lot of people died.
Okay. Well, we met like a job.
Oh
We
yeah.
didn't really know each other,
Right.
but we all made a good team, so we might as well stay together. Strength in numbers, right?
It's true. That's true. And this time, these times you can't be too careful, right?
Right.
So this woman comes in and says,
Someone took her baby,
someone took her
which
baby, right?
was she was a tinker. You know, one of those
The
people
traveling
who's
people.
travel
Yep.
people.
Yep. You met up with the traveling people. Wow, that's the backseat of a traveling person.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then kind of did a little investigating too, if other children have been taken. Turns out there's been a lot.
Really?
Well, when we saved them, well, tried saving them, we only saved 4. One of them died.
What happened?
Oh, you know, cut down, guts all over the place, the typical.
That's not very typical from where I come from.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're gonna sacrifice people, that's kind of how you do it, though, no?
I guess
wouldn't
yes,
know?
you would. Wouldn't really, but I mean,
I guess that's just one way people do it.
right.
Right,
Okay, so you defeated all the. Was it a hard fight? Like, what was? Was there ever any? Were you guys ever in any real danger?
I honestly, the 3 of them did the job. Like, I honestly felt like I was just watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it seemed to be pretty easy as far as that went. I mean, if it was only 3 of you and not 4 of you, it couldn't have been that hard.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of them. But also
Right.
at the same
Oh,
time,
wow.
we're trying to save babies.
Wow. Okay, well, that's great. Thank you for the information.
Hmm.
Sure, you understand we still have to keep the cuffs on you and stuff like that, but no, this was a good. Thank you for sharing.
So how do I eat with these cuffs on then?
Oh well,
Do I just eat like a dog?
I mean, you'll figure it out. You're a smart guy.
I'm not.
Kind of walks down, and moves down onto Crimson. He
All right,
says,
so I'm curled up on the floor, kind of in a ball. I look derisively at the little box of sand they left for me, and I realize that this bowl in front of me, and I still have my, arms bound behind me. I'm like, they expect me to eat out of this bowl as if I were a house cat. Oh, how humiliating. But I go ahead and I eat the bread and I lick the water like I'm a fucking house cat. Anyway.
he says, "Oh, come on, don't you don't have to be like that. Stand up and look at me like a man."
I stretch myself out. I stand up. I hold my head, and I meet his gaze.
So Braddock tells me you are in his group who took out the Dark Friends. Pardon me.
He speaks the truth.
Yeah, we kind of thought that. That's the impression I'm getting. Tell me about it.
Do you mean the part where we fought the dog friends and attempted to save the babies?
Yeah, you can start there, or you can start wherever you want.
Okay. It started with first met. We were on a guard trip for the caravan. We liked our teamwork. and we went on a mission to the northern part of the country. After we returned, um, a woman came in crying. She said her baby was stolen. The rest of the so-called heroes in the tavern looked at their feet, they laughed, and they completely ignored her. At first, I assumed it was because she was a tinker, and they thought her to be a trickster or thief. But
Yes,
when I,
that's a reputation they have, that's for sure.
yes, but I looked into her eyes, and I saw true sadness. We decided to help her and her baby. We tracked down the, well, we did not know they were dog friends when we went to chase them. In fact, I'd only heard rumors of them. My The place of my sister's birth was burned to ashes and taken over by those creatures. But I was born in another town. I had never
Oh,
seen them in my lifetime.
where were you born?
Um, a small village. It was merely a travel through for merchants, right near some mining areas.
I see. I see. Okay, continue.
Um, so we tracked them down to a small area where they were setting up for sacrifices. We knew that we could not go in stealthily, but we were not ready to go and take on their great numbers. They outnumbered us at least two, perhaps 3 to 1. I'm not so sure. I
Wow,
came
those
through.
odds are quite steep.
Yes. So what we did was, much like you have an clearing between the two trees outside, I was able to step through, throw a dart into the heart of one of them, and then we were able to funnel them in between the trees and take them at numbers that were more to our suiting. But then I
Very.
saw something crazy. I've never seen this before. One of them made, I can't describe it, a circle of black and purple light shot from his hands, and we very barely dodged it. Never have I seen someone use this. I've heard tales of magic. Of course, my mama, she told me about it, but this is the first time I've seen it.
And you say they were men.
Yes, I know because I punched them all in the chest, and none of them had mammary glands. Either they were men or female lizard people, but they did not look. Now that I think about it, their blood was warm when it sprayed across me. So they were definitely not lizard women, and they definitely did not have boobs.
Okay. Very good. Continue, please.
Okay? I'm sad to report that one of the babies was sacrificed, killed before we were able to save him. But through our dedication and our desire to save the babies, we were able to defeat the rest of them. We showed them no mercy, nor would we even if we could. Their particular evil made me sick in my stomach. Never have I seen such cruelty or disregard for life in the land.
Interesting. Okay.
So we took the babies, we returned the one to our mother, and then we took the remaining babies to the temple. We met one mother who was reunited with her child. It brought me some joy to be able to see her reunite with her baby, mother and child. And the church promised to take care of the rest. Then Braddock felt it was prudent to come to you and give you the mantles of his dark friends. I admit that I was fearful because I was not so sure for how we would be received. I've only heard of you from rumor, and
What have you heard?
people say that oftentimes when there are questions and people cannot prove the dedication to the light, that you are more than willing to destroy entire villages to ensure that they are not tempted by darkness.
We eradicate the shadow wherever we find them. Yes, of course. Do you not
And
agree?
no, no, I consider that to be a noble task. But as we know, ignorance breeds fear. I, of course, was still ignorant, not knowing whether or not you really wish to eradicate the darkness or, you know, sometimes people get in positions of power and they abuse it. But I have seen from you that perhaps there was room to fear such a thing. At least that is my hope.
Very good. Thank you. He
Thank
walks
you.
he walks down and talks to Sai. Give me one moment, Sai. Let me write something down.
Yeah, that's true. That's the last I would get to say babies, but I think the fans will be happy. They get to say it one last time. Because, like, I wasn't even going to say it. I was like, wait, I have to.
Okay, Sai, go ahead. Sorry. He comes in and he says, um, so I see that you are also in this group that Braddock claims killed all these dark friends.
That is correct. Marin, ex-merchant marine. Valencia, protective navy.
All right. So why don't you tell me your side of the story?
Oh, we had just come into town, into Shine, and looking for a bite to eat. And there was this woman. She was just screaming that someone had stolen a baby, and no one was moving to help her at all. So it's not something I would just ignore. We talked to the woman. We tracked where these people or whoever had taken her baby to, and we came across this group. They were a lot of numbers. They were well armed, and by the time we got there, we realized that they were sacrificing babies that they had stolen. So it wasn't just one. We got into a fight, defended ourselves, and we managed to take them down. There were some pretty strong foes, but we survived. We were not able to save all of the babies, though. So, Braddock took the insignias to report the deaths and help identify those responsible. We were able to take the babies that we did save back to the woman. So, at least that's something. Are you guys taking care of my swords? They're very precious to me. They're the only thing I have left of Valencia.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. You know how to handle weapons.
No.
So you took the babies back. To where?
Yes. Well, babies and baby bodies. It was a
Wow.
harsh trip to make.
Right. Okay. So, what about this woman?
Well, we found her again with a group. She was with, I think they were called Tinkers. We were able
Yes.
to reunite her with her baby. So at least we had that to be thankful for. It was a
So,
really terrible situation to because we couldn't save all of them, but at least we were able to help that one. Hearing her crying in the town wasn't good.
they say that the traveling people are all dark friends who kidnap children themselves.
It really didn't seem that way. There were children with them, and the children seemed fine, free to leave if they needed to. We didn't see anyone being held.
So where do these tinkers go after brought their children back?
Well, we're not really certain because they didn't have they didn't seem to put down any roots. It seemed like they are wanderers. They only had carriages, no tents. So it seems like they move on a really regular basis. I'm not certain where they would have gone.
I see. Okay. So then, how did you know where to take the babies?
Well, it was kind of happenstance. It was along the way. When we were returning from the camp, we were headed straight to the city, and I assumed they stayed close to the city because, this woman had lost her baby there. So it wasn't difficult to run into them.
You just ran into each of the parents along the way?
Well, just the one. The other dead babies, we obviously couldn't find all the parents, so we left them at the temple.
And how many babies were all together?
I believe we got 4.
And there were 4, and then there was the one that was sacrificed.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Right. All right. Well, I'll go and compare what your friends have said to what you've said and see what we can come up with.
Okay, great. Don't forget, the swords are
He's already gone.
oil them.
So, let's see. This guy, this guy, and they're all talking up there, talking about your stories. So he comes back shortly after, and he comes up to Ruin, and he says, "I have a couple more questions for you. Something about your story. I'd like to fill in. You said there was a gap in your till you were 18. We'd like to know a little bit more about what happened during that time."
Why are you suddenly interested?
Well, it's something you didn't tell us
Right, but why is that important to this?
because you didn't tell us.
Should I have?
Well, you were telling us everything up until then, and you told us everything after that. So that seems to be kind of a glaring omission.
Do you think did they say anything about me? Is that why?
Who?
The rest of them?
Well, that's not something that I'm going to say to you. Look, we just asked you a question. If you don't feel like answering it, you don't have to answer it.
Well, I don't want to answer.
Okay. So my second question is going to be, uh, what do you think should be done with dark friends?
Are they bad? Are they all bad?
Ooh.
Well, yes, they are.
Strike
They're
one.
dark friends.
Well, you
They've
see,
sold their soul to the shadow.
well, I'm pretty ignorant, so honestly, they do bad things. They can die.
Would you say like everyone in their family could die, or
Eh, I think if they're not dark friends, you should leave them alone.
right?
I
But
think.
if one person, you can't have one dark friend in a family. That's not something that can just be, you know, ignored or hidden from a family. So they have to be in on it. These dark friends, they work in circles. You know, they call them hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So there's never just one dark friend
In a family.
anywhere.
So, for example, everyone else, or everyone in this camp right now, we're all a family. And
No, but
I
if there
know
was,
it's just an example. And turns out you're a dark friend.
how dare you? And he gets up and says, "I am not a dark friend." He says, "I would burn this whole camp down if I thought there was one dark friend in here."
That answers my
And
question then.
he storms out, not happy.
A good
uh,
one though.
so he comes down here to Crimson.
I stand up proudly.
He says, "So, what do you think should be done with dark friends?"
Hmm. I would say once they have crossed that path and chosen to align themselves with darkness, we must stop them. After all, if they are even slightly successful, they could bring about the ruination of the entire peoples.
Do you think it would be acceptable to burn a village for one dark friend?
I prefer a surgical strike. I prefer to carve out a cancer. I believe that when you destroy things with explosions, shrapnel, and even possibly the stench of a dark friend can escape more easily than when you hunt each one down and destroy them face to face. I simply feel that massive destruction lets them slip through your fingers.
Well, not if you burn the entire village and kill everybody in it.
You may be correct, but all I say is whenever my monastery would go on to tactical strikes, we would see what would happen when a hammer would come down and try to burn a village. Someone always survives in the ashes. Someone always survives in the rubble. I strongly hold that surgical strikes are the most efficient way to make sure the darkness does not consume the light.
He kind of looks at you for a sec. He says, "That's interesting. You said you were. Uh, what were you with your monastery?"
we were with a forward unit. My monastery was broken into several units.
Yes, but
We
what unit were you a part of?
we were the forward unit. We were the ones who were tasked with either defending villages, lending reinforcements. Essentially, we were sent to places that were too far away from armies, or we were sent places where armies should not go. Um, so our job was to take on things like pirates, bandits, and other ne'er-do-wells. Survival was not something that happened often, but
You survived.
yes, yes,
Must be a
it was
testament
difficult
to.
because, you know, my particular monastery did not believe in the use of weaponry, so we really only fought with our bodies. One day, a small village where was being taken over by bandits. These men were particularly cowardly. Um, their boat, they were hunted by a navy crew. Their boat was destroyed, and the entire shipping deck yard where they were was destroyed. A small village of only about 75 people was razed to the ground, but somehow these rats, bandits, they survived. They found their way to this small village and attempted to take it over. We, my group's numbers were too small. They had picked up stragglers from all over the place. Um, Many of my people fell, and they were about to go and murder a woman and her small child. I picked up a sword and I threw it to the heart of the captain. And then I used the same sword and I was able to defeat the rest of the bandits. I saved the people, but I violated the tenets of my monastery. So I accepted the judgment and I left the monastery, and that is why I carry the name Shame now. So I was able to successfully protect the people, but I had to go against my teachings in order to do it. I know to go against the teaching was wrong, and I accept the punishment that I had to receive. But the chance to save people and to make sure that no more children had to cry at the loss of their parents, no parent had to bury their baby, that it was worth it.
So, so you would go in with these strike teams and you would kill one person instead of like everyone?
No, it was not so much that we would only kill the one person. It's that we would study the numbers, realize exactly who it was who belonged to those numbers, and then we would destroy their entire organization. Not letting to let anyone from the organization leave. I just made sure that whoever we killed was from the organization.
But how do you tell who's part of the organization when they don't tell anyone?
Well,
It's all in secret.
at the end of the day, even when it comes to certain zealots, one truth lives. Follow the money.
No, these dark friends aren't motivated by money. They're
No,
motivated by evil, the shadow.
no. And for that you are correct. From what I understand, when men reach that part of darkness, they find it difficult to contain. I mean, men's hearts are troubled as is. You understand that. But these dark friends, they usually cannot help themselves but to take advantage of any weakness of which they see. So, the same was true with the drug dealers, the pirates, and many other ne'er-do-wells. The moment they saw weakness, they had to attack and reveal the true colors. I believe or hope the same was true for the Dark Friends. But, as I have said, until we defeated these ones, I have not dealt directly with them.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you for your ear.
He walks out and goes down to Sai,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "So, tell me again about the 4 dead babies."
Well, they were babies. I don't really know how to identify them properly. I mean, they were stabbed, the ones that died. It was a ritual of some kind, so there was an altar, and these babies were being sacrificed on it, one by one, it seemed.
I see. And so you took 4 babies out of there.
Yeah, 4 babies.
Okay. See, because you said there were 4 dead babies.
There was one alive that we returned, and the others were
Only
dead.
one alive. Oh, okay. 4 were dead.
Oh, damn.
I see. Okay. So, what do you think should be done with Dark Friends?
I think this should be weeded out. The during my time in the Merchant Marine, it was, we protected the port, so we watched over traffic coming in and out. We couldn't seal off the entire port, so what we had to do was to become very, very good at figuring out and identifying who was a threat and who wasn't. So that's what we did. We weeded out the bad elements, and we kept them away from the civilians. I think these dark friends, if they're going to keep doing this, it's probably not going to end at just babies, so they have to be dealt with.
That's true. That's true. We agree. So, would you go so far as to burn a village if you knew there was a dark friend in there?
No, I think that's cutting off your nose to spite your face. I think what we need to do is get better at identifying darklings.
I see. Okay. Um, and how would you do that?
Learn them. We know that they carry these insignias now, so that is one of the marks that they bear that we can use to identify them. We know, we know that they are around the woods near Shine, so maybe they have other places, other ritual grounds that they use. Investigate
Do you
those and lead them back to their source.
think there's any? Well, first, what do you think they would do with 4 dead babies? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what good would 4 dead babies do them?
Well, when we were fighting these guys, there was something very strange. It looked like a flash of light, and I mean, this seemed, we couldn't make sense of what they were doing with these dead babies, but I don't know if that's giving them abilities that I may not know about. I don't know what it was, but it was really dangerous as far as we could tell. and we almost got killed there.
And you think that them killing these babies gave them this power?
I think so, because there were a lot of them, and they were really invested in, continuing this ritual. They didn't run off or get scared off. They fought to the death.
And you killed every one of them, you and your friends.
Every one of them.
Wow, you guys must be really good.
We wanted to live.
All right. So, you think there's one person? No, never mind. Okay, thank you. We'll confer.
Olive oil is best. Keeps it shiny.
Okay.
Poor Sai so worried about his swords that he discounted and realized it went from one dead baby to 4 dead babies.
It was 4 dead? It was 1 dead?
Yeah. It was 1 dead, 4 alive.
I thought it was 4 and 1 remaining. Because the one we gave back, that was
Yeah,
alive.
we gave back one, and we took the other ones back to the temple.
But there were more than 1 dead babies, right? And
Nope.
weren't there? There was 1 on the... Anyway,
One dead
you guys
baby,
probably know better than me.
I mean, you might be talking about some remains, like skeletons and stuff, but no. Out of the 5 babies that were alive when we went to go rescue them, we rescued 4 out of the 5.
Okie dokie.
I mean, well, these guys probably aren't going to be that nice to us anyway. That's not really going to matter.
So he goes in and talks to Braddock. He says, so I talked to your friends. I have to say, they're having a tough time getting their stories all straight. I'm really concerned about some of the things that they may have done in the past. And one of them seems weirdly attached to his weapons. And I don't know, it's just all kind of crazy. Also, the cat is pretty light on dark friends, and the fighter with the weapon fetish is also very light on dark friends. And the other one, I mean, if anybody was hiding anything in the world, that's exactly what it would be like. Anyway, it's there are huge holes going on here, and I don't know how long you've known these people for, but why don't you again tell me what happened at this where these babies were?
You want me to give this story in plain words, from what I understand?
I'm trying to get a base of something that I can believe, and it's just I don't know. There are some things they're hitting on, but there's some details that are way off, and I don't know. I need something.
All right, I understand. These boys have their hearts in the right place, but they're a little daft. I known them for about a 10-day. They ain't very good at taking notes. I'll be brief.
Okay.
The woman was Jane Guile, who was screaming about her baby. She seemed genuine enough in the tavern. I think she might have attracted the attention of some of your folk, but I never got the context for that wholly. Regardless, we tracked the camp she mentioned through the woods of Altara, slew the 10 cultists, rescued 3 out of 4 babies. 1 was already sacrificed. On the way back, we found the camp of Chispy folk, and the mother returned to one and stand for food and visit. The
You stayed
how
with
do you
them?
say? Briefly, they didn't have any other way to repay us, and we were weary from the fight.
So
Regardless, the
tell me
leader.
first tell me more about the traveling people. So what exactly happened? You went in and they just, oh, you had the baby and gave them the baby, and they just let you go and eat with them and let you in. What did they tell you?
Well, they insisted rather persistently, now that you mention it, that we stay for food and drink. I didn't think too much of it at the time, but decent enough folk. The leader of the Jispies, I believe his name was Rain, mentioned he was looking for some kind of song that they'd been searching for since the last break into the world, in hopes it would bring peace.
Is that so? All right.
That's what I heard.
Continue then.
Well, ain't much other than that. After we had had our fill, we bid him adieu and returned back to the town. Like I said, we went right to the Church of the Light, dropped off the remaining alive 2 babies, and the one dead one, unfortunately. Left him with the good father there.
Right. Yes. We know of him. But I forget his name off the top of my head. So anyway, Mother Tholes.
Can I get the spelling for that? Because I never got it either.
Tholes. Jason Tholes. Where are they? No, Jason is the priest. The head priest is Father Tholes. Yeah, priest. Yes. So the under priest, I guess you could say. Okay, so it says, well, we have to find out what your one friend is lying about.
Which one of them is that?
The dark kid.
I beg your pardon.
He's all fucking. I don't know. How better can you explain it? He's got fucking angst. The angsty kid.
Oh, the angsty kid.
Yeah. The one that keeps rubbing that book.
Yeah, you don't say too much.
Yeah, something's going on there. But we will we'll see what he comes up with. I mean, I can't promise that he's gonna make it, but
Not sure he's gonna make it.
well, I mean, it depends what happens, but he's dodgy, He hasn't come out and said anything yet. That means it's something dark. So,
Well, no, I had him pegged as more the private type. We all have our vices, that's true. But in the end, the Lord is the judge and jury.
yes, and we are the light's representation on Earth.
Whatever the boy's cause for being quiet, he stood beside me on the field against the forces of dark. I trust him.
Well, from
For
what
all
he
that's
says,
worth.
the three of you did most of the work, and he hung back most of the time. You
The
know,
boy's too modest.
well, in his
No,
own words, he didn't
he ain't
attack
the
the
best
dark
sword
friends with
arm.
as much vigor as you guys did.
He ain't the best sword arm, that's true. But neither did he turn tail and run. The boy's got courage.
It's not the courage I'm concerned about. But since you vouch for the kid, I'll give him one more chance to come clean. In the meantime, I do trust you, and that guy, that merchant marine guy's got the right sort of metal. Even though he's a little forgetful in the details. Um, the Tabaxi seems like he's light on dark friends. That concerns me. But if you vow for him, I'll give him a pass. There is a condition, though. I need you guys to find dark friends. And I need you to eradicate them. I need you to find them in cities. I need you to find them in the countryside. I need you to find them everywhere. We are based in Gildon. Give me 1 second, please.
It's okay, bro. Typing.
Let me bring up the map and get this exactly. We are from Gildon. We are based in Gildon, which is just to the north of Amadicia. And do you have your map out?
No.
Okay, bring your map up.
Oh, that's how you say that? Gildan?
Gildon, yeah. Some of the pronunciations are weird. It depends on which part of the map. If you're from Saldea, up in the north, and your name is Taim, it's called Taim. And if you're from Tyr, which is down to the south, and you have that same spelling, it's pronounced time. So there's very different kind of variations in speech patterns. Alien's also going to be different speech patterns.
Remember that detail.
And different places have different names for things, like murdrels, the things you guys saw in the last campaign. Some of them are called fetches, some of them are called half men, some of them are called fades. There's a couple of different names. Same for the dark one. But anyway, Gildon, there's a city in a village in Gildon, and we believe that there is a group of dark friends of undead, no less, dead and risen in Morandi, Lugard, to be precise. We need you to infiltrate.
I don't see that on that.
Morandi is right to the right of Gildon.
I see. Okay.
Lugard is the capital city.
They suspect like a full town? Is that what you said?
Not a full town, but there is a large because Burgundy, centuries and centuries ago, made it okay for undead and were creatures to have rights and live there. They had a small population of them to begin with, and it has grown to quite a large, I mean, neighborhood, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you would call it like Little Italy or something like that, where they all kind of hang out together.
Deadwood.
Sure.
Deadwood, okay. And so, we think that's pretty atrocious, but they won't let us in there, of course. So we need someone to kind of eliminate.
I see. Well,
From what I understand, they will allow living people in amongst them. They're not so closed off as that. They work in businesses and stuff like that. But it's, you'll never really be accepted, I don't think. But we need to know what's going on because there's got to be, after all this time, there's got to be some sort of underground going on there. It can't just be the reported numbers. Because people keep dying.
all right. So as I understand it, we will no longer be journeying to Amadicia, and you will be pardoning my comrades of whatever suspicions you hold over them on my honor, and the 10 tokens that we have already delivered on our good graces to you, with an extra caveat of going to Merendy to kill more Dark Friends.
Yep, that's about right. You're now under the employ of the Children of the Light. Congratulations.
Only the type of employment where we don't get paid.
So how much do we get paid?
Well, we'll talk about that later. The blessings of the light should be payment enough. The blessings of the Children of the Light should be payment enough. But we'll see.
Blessings do not pay for bread and board, I'm afraid.
No, I suppose they don't. His whole attitude, he just kind of gets frosty. And he says,
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel.
he says, we'll think about it, and I'll talk to you later about it. Go back to the town, and I'll send someone to bring you back here, and we'll finalize the deal.
That's fair enough. Lord Captain Gover, was it? I'll shake your hand, sir.
He just turns around and leaves. We know handshaking, mercenary.
Eh, fuck you too.
Oh, that's the way.
That's no way to talk to older. That's no way to talk to older Maxon.
The deal is
So-
not complete yet. You shake when the deal is complete.
He comes over and to Ruin, and he says, "Listen, son, I'm letting the rest of your friends go. There's just one thing I need to know from you before you can go with them. This will decide if you're going with them or if you're staying with us. What happened? What
do
are
mean?
you telling us?
I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you.
What happened during the 18 years? Why won't you tell us what happened?
I had a normal childhood. What do you mean?
Well, tell us about it.
I had friends. My parents were good to me. I just decided to leave because I wanted to.
Where did you go?
Places, south,
Where
anywhere.
did you Where did you live?
I didn't live anywhere. I was traveling.
You a taker then?
I wouldn't consider myself that.
Just nomads who aren't takers? That's pretty rare. Okay. Well, give me a deception check, please. Says
Wow.
okay. He says, so we're going to let you go with your friends. Braddock Malone will tell you what's expected of you. And you and I will probably never speak again.
I'm good with that.
Very good.
But I do have one question though.
He stops.
Well, make that two questions.
Yes.
All right. First, when are you gonna untie me? Second, what were you gonna do if I didn't give you an answer?
We would have brought you back to the Fortress of Light and handed you over to the questioners.
And then,
They would have decided if you were a dark friend or not a dark friend.
how would they do that?
I don't really know too much about what they do, but I believe it's not really pleasant.
Now you got me curious.
He doesn't say anything. He just turns around and walks out. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and all you guys can go out and gather, and you're going to go back to Shine.
Do I get my swords?
Yes, you all get your shit back.
Woohoo!
So we all get our spears and our weapons, and Side seems to be whispering to his sword.
He's rubbing the hilt against his scarf.
So, oh, they make massage. Do you not say?
They are so I'll show you the hilts and the sword in that city. You were appointed, you were given your post by being given a sword.
Oh, I understand. So this was a mark of you becoming a man.
No, it was a mark of employment. But it functioned basically like a badge.
I see. And you were a man who was proud of his job.
Indeed.
Okay. So I will be careful never to borrow your sword to mince pass.
I'd say you do pretty well enough with your spear. So I'm not worried.
Soon, ah yes, and soon I will be nice with this kind of crappy oak sword. But I am a broke kitty, and broke bitches can't complain. Well, I suppose I'm not a bitch. I'm a cat. Ruin.
Oh yeah, we have a job tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's nice. Braddock, they said something about employ? Wait, is that two jobs? Are we really going to be rolling any money? Will I be able to afford a beautiful longbow and perhaps a sword that does not stink of oak sweat?
Now I ain't wholly sure about rolling in money, but it's a job.
All right. Wait, hold on. Are you two talking about two different jobs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did sign up for a job tomorrow morning.
At noon, the latest.
Yeah, at noon
Okay.
latest, I think. Yeah.
And what is that job?
God
Like our
busy.
first job together.
Yeah, it was the one for 35. It pays well.
Okay.
Um, it's the best paying one we could find for all four of us. But we now also seem to find ourselves double booked.
Brother, what did these knights of the light ask of us?
All right. Everybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did these knights of light ask of us, brother?
Well, the Lord Commander requested the deliverance for the Dark One and his venomous creations in Murdy, the vipers amongst men.
So they believe the dark ones have taken hold in a village.
They do.
In
And for them there shall be no salvation, and the jury shall be unreceptive to their plea.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you think is special about this village? How can a village of dark friends stand?
Ain't rightly sure, unless that was explained to me in character as well as out of character. The
Yeah, they
werewolf
told
thing?
you something about there being undead there.
Oh, well,
Yes,
true.
that was in character.
He mentioned something of the sort of lycans being legalized and given rights, and undead being bid to walk again.
Whoa. I did not know that these men had senses of humor. Wait, you're serious?
Ain't sure it was a joke.
That's hmm. Oh, that, wait. Hold on. You said undead granted the right to simply walk the streets?
That's what I was told.
Brother, my friend, this seems impossible to believe. Is there a time limit on when we are meant to raise this village to the ground?
Oh, he ain't expecting us to raise it to the ground. More of a sit rep kind of scenario. Get in, figure out what's doing and what ain't.
Okay. Well, I suppose the most immediate job is the one lined up for us on the model, and then I am extremely interested to see this village where the dead walk amongst the divine.
Well, it's decided then. I reckon we best get to bed.
Perhaps, yes, we shall. But now we are under the thumbs of the light. Hopefully, the rest will be as reasonable as this Lord Captain. But I do not hold out much hope.
We really ought to get you some kind of written pass or some sort. No
Wait,
offense.
wait, a license?
Of a sort.
So you expect so I'm supposed to carry around paper saying, "Hi, I'm a friendly kitty." Wait,
Well,
hold on.
it's that or a collar.
So let me see if I have this straight. Before, I overheard Sai saying, if we're going to be able to, what was the word? Oh yes, I remember. To discover and to distinguish amongst the darkies. And now you would want me to work with my papers that claim that I am a free man. Nope, nothing wrong here. Yes, I
To
will.
be fair, it is common among all nobility to have their own pedigree to prove that they are who they say they are. I suppose you could take your exotic heritage, to put it politely, as something of the sort that needs to be verified.
No, I can understand. I believe it is a reason I was taught calligraphy. I can do something about this. Yes, I believe I can make such a symbol to prove that I am Tubaxi and not any of the dark creatures which they may confuse me for. To speak wisdom.
Well, all right then. We best get.
All right, so we're gonna go to town.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the inn where they love us.
Right back to the hammer, because we don't learn.
Okay, to the hammer. All right, so you guys go in, and where is the bartender? So we're here behind the bar. Sees you guys come in. He's like, "Oh, hello, my friends. Have a seat. What can I get you?" Oh wait, it's fucking 3 in the morning. Never mind.
We're going to pop in for a quick rest, and
I'm not doing
we'll
that.
be off before the afternoon. So we just go pay for our rooms and then politely thank him and head on up. At least that's what
Okay. Yeah, this is the desk over here. All right. She says it's a silver piece for a room.
I give her 2.
Oh, thank you.
Paying for me, are you, Ruin? Appreciate it.
Yep. I'm giving her an extra 1.
Okay. She says thank you.
Oh, and Crimson. Got a high roller over here.
I will also give her to. So mainly so that my numbers, so that my money is not at an old number. Don't touch me.
That's really weird, but okay.
Do not touch me.
So she's just taking, yeah, give me all the fucking money. This is like probably a week's pay for her. So she's really enjoying it, and you guys can probably expect prompt and wonderful service from here on out, as long as you keep giving her money.
Hey, I found some place that doesn't fuck with me because
That's probably true. You're gonna pay twice for everything, or twice as much. It's a good way to do it. So yeah, everybody gets a room. Everybody's costs everybody a silver piece at least.
Yeah.
So you guys go on up and get in your beds. Pretty good evening, uneventful, good sleep. What time do you get up? Crack of dawn, or are you looking more at?
you said it was 3 in the morning.
Well, we were just trying to
Yeah.
figure out like what exactly was going to happen today because we do have this job to do, and then we are expecting this contact from the Children of Light. So, what is going to happen first?
Oh shit! I thought we knew exactly where they wanted us to go.
Because the Child of Light didn't exactly say when, did he, brother?
No, he did not. Didn't get a timeline, only said what he's doing.
So,
Just
just
so
as you
just
guys are
word
considering.
at the end that we're going for the job we're going for, and that we'll return within X many days, or within X many hours, because it should only be a day job. So we'll be back for any messages they have.
Not a day job.
100% not a J job.
It's going to take us pretty far, actually. Ron, what's the location?
Saldea.
Saldea, that's up to the north. So,
Northwest. Pardon me. So just as you guys are contemplating that over fucking eggs and bacon, quail eggs and fucking goat bacon,
yeah.
a white cloak comes in and he says,
How much was it for the room?
"Room is a silver."
1 silver? Okay.
He comes in and he says, "So, the situation in Morandi. The capital city of Morandi is Lugard," he says. They have a community of undead and were creatures that live there in somewhat harmony. This is clearly the work of the shadow, and these things should be obliterated. The problem is that Lugard has made them legal, so it's clearly a city of dark friends. We cannot get into the city, but we need somebody to get in and infiltrate and see exactly what the situation is. Because we can't get in. So you guys will be our spies, our infiltrators, to get information and bring it back to us.
Do you believe that we are powerful enough to fight against such rare creatures if you are discovered? Or am I to understand that if you are discovered, you're to fall and leave the name of the light out of it?
Well, if you walk in the light, then you'll have no worry of discovery. The light will protect you from the shadow.
Very good.
All right, son. Bottom line, what are we in there looking for?
Everything. I want to know society. I want to know hierarchies. I want to know everything. We don't know anything. We know that there is. There doesn't seem to be a head of the society on the surface. There are somewhat weird businesses that they own, like taverns. Um, Give me a second. Taverns and like entertainment houses, circuses, weird stuff, but like gimmicky, like the undead circus
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So they have societies of were creatures um, who kind of work regular jobs as much as they can during the day, and during the night they go into their own societies, and you know whatever they do there is debaucherous and um, as bad as you can imagine.
Wait, are you suggesting the legends of the Cirque de Muerte are true?
What was that?
Cirque de Muerte.
Cert?
Cirque.
Oh, I guess, yes. If that's the word for it, then yes. But we've never been inside it, so who knows what it is. Maybe they just bring you in there and turn you into undead. There's vampires. Um, which are a huge part of them, but the vampires, um, they're actually a small part, but they run a large part of the business. Seems to be one main businessman who staffs all of his stuff with vampires and or were creatures and things of that nature. Um, but we need to know numbers exactly. We need to know abilities, things of that sort of nature.
Is there a time frame on this mission?
Is there a what?
A time frame.
A time frame? Well, I mean, realistically, you could probably get like 6 months or so. However long it takes, but within a reasonable amount of time, like not like 5 years or anything. 1 year at the outset.
And just what are we gonna do inside of Murundi for upward of 6 months?
You're going to infiltrate and get information and send it back to us.
So you want us to join their ranks?
I don't give a shit what you do. Just get the information and get it to us.
Well, all right then.
So they're free to tackle this mission how we see fit.
What did he just say?
We have our own options to choose from.
Oh, was that right? Well, get your shit together. You're working for the White Cloaks, or the Children of the Light now. And he leaves for a second. I apologize. He leaves for a second. He says, "We have something for you." And then he leaves, and he comes back. And he's got quite a large cage, and it's got like 5 crows in it, 5 ravens. He says, "Use these to send us the information back as you get it."
They are
Right.
messaging, look for eating.
Yes. So, you guys have to transport these crows.
I guess I'll leave them in the cart. And spread them down into the cart.
Yep, that's fine. You do have to feed
Backwards
them.
doesn't even realize I was joking when I said they are for messaging, not for eating.
Yeah, no, he was totally serious about it. Yeah, so you guys have to feed these things and all that kind of thing.
All right.
So,
All right, so 6 months. Good news is we may be able to get strong enough to actually fight some of these undead things. When that happens. Because obviously, we ain't fighting fucking vampires at level 2.
That's true.
But we have to always remember that at the moment, this is our primary mission.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a primary mission just because you have a long time to do it, and there's other things that can happen instead. Like you've got this other mission first. They're giving you a long time to be able to do it. They're not expecting miracles right away. So, you've got time to settle your shit in order. This isn't, this is like when riding to the next town takes a week sort of a thing. So time is kind of irrelevant for the greater part of this. So you can, do whatever. You don't need to do it right away, but it's definitely on the list. If this was a video game, it would be on the list of quests now that you guys have.
oh, okay, right.
Well, it's definitely a very difficult overhead quest to look at.
But remember, you're not there to kill. That might have been what I said at the beginning, but you're not there to kill. You're there to gather information.
Alrighty then.
All
and-
that means
That's
that
in
we are
Gildan.
officially putting Sai in charge of all stealth rolls.
Okay.
Wait, do any of us have charisma?
Actually, yes, I have
Oh yeah,
persuasion.
you do. Right. Mine isn't bad. It's not negative. It's just flat.
That's why I was preaching so hard. This is my job.
I am a fighter. I'm here to fight.
You stick point stuff in the soft stuff.
The pointy thing goes into the other guy.
All right.
Man.
So true to his nature, Braddock looks back to this guy and says, and I do believe there was an inquiry of our payroll.
Oh, yes. He says, we'll give you 5 silver pieces for each badge.
5 silver pieces for each insignia of a dark friend that we have presumably killed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so right now there's 50 silver pieces. That's not terrible.
That's no. No.
Oh, from now on.
From now on.
Oh, I was all happy.
Yeah.
I'm like 50 silver pieces. Okay, let's go. Fucking go.
So if I am to understand, we have no salary, and we are not being fronted any money for the journey.
Yeah.
Oh no, because understand, brother, if they were to front us money, then the dark ones could suss out who we are. And we can't have that.
Hmm.
He says, that's right, creature.
I just look at him as like, I look at him and I just go over to Rudy like, I thought you humans knew sarcasm.
Not this human.
Some of us do.
So he leaves in a big huff. So, yes, let's see. Where were we? We have a mission coming up. We have one in the bank. Yeah, okay. So, what's next?
Oh, let's see.
To the arena.
Oh, you want to check out this goblin bar?
No,
Oh, not bad.
that's where we're meeting our person.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You know, it occurs to me that someday I might want to ask questions before we start just doing missions. It's just like, hey, we're gonna do. And I'm like, okay, put me into the direction to poke things.
The day that happens, Crimson, we won't need to take missions.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, we.
God damn it, being broke sucks.
I am with you, my friend. I really, really am. Being broke really sucks.
Speak for
Okay,
yourself.
Roa, lead the way, I guess.
Wait, did Roland say something? I swear I heard Roland say something.
Roa?
But
I suppose I don't know. It's like I heard you whisper something after I said being broke sucks. You do not like being broke, do you, Roland?
he says I'm broke.
Ah,
Okay, big man. All right. So, who is this person, and what are we supposed to do with them?
Okay. Oh, it's this chick.
Oh, I have seen her many times on many adventures.
She's she's out and she was looking at the. She says, "Team looks good. It's like they're going to do well this year."
Oh, which team is it that you'll root for?
It's not. It's AEGED. It's not aged. Okay.
Which team is it
Could
that
be-
you'll root for,
It
madame?
could be an aged goat. But I don't have a wagon with me, so she says she has wagons filled with silks that she got from the Aiel, and she's heading to Saldea to get and exchange them for ice peppers. Is the idea. To give you guys half the silver now and half when you get back. Or no, wait, half when you get there and half when you get back. She'll supply the meals. And rooms, or if you're camping, whatever, she's got all that kind of stuff taken care of.
Is she cute?
Not
aged.
really. She's aged. Not really. She's kind of rough. She is a female entrepreneur who has to kind of live in a man's world. So she's kind of rugged. She's kind of rugged. She's capable.
Well, still,
more than beautiful.
Still with a gander, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. If you like strong women, she's the one for you. So she says, okay, so follow along. I guess I could put one of you on the front of the wagon with me, two of you on the top, and maybe one on the back.
Let's go, Toots.
So you guys don't have to walk, so we don't have to go as slow as you guys.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys need before we go?
I'm pretty sure Barak needs some javelins. But it's so Barak, man, but why are a few javelins?
He did?
Nice. I still have 2.
Okay.
Ain't so bad. I got a bike.
Have you tied a string to this javelin? That way, when you throw it, you can yank it back to you.
Ain't sure it works like that.
No one's ever tried this.
About the size of rope that you let
Can
me
he
get
do like a
back there.
check to convert them into harpoons? Or like a process or something?
Into what?
Harpoons.
I mean,
Like some kind of crafting thing.
Like, I just got a bug up my butt. I'm going to try to tie a string around the javelin to see if we can make it come back.
I don't think they're the same thing. I think a harpoon is more of a hook, or not a hook, but a barbed end. You know what I mean? It goes forward and then comes back. There's a fucking lip on it,
Because it's for fish, yeah.
Yeah, and it's metal on wood, I believe, whereas this would be like all wood. So I mean, you could do it,
Oh, the
but you'd
javelins
probably
are
be
wood.
better off in just
I thought they were
your
metal.
own.
So the javelins are pure metal. He's saying that because the harpoon has a
they're
metal
pure
head with a
metal?
wooden body, like my spear.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I didn't know they were pure metal. I would have thought they were wood.
I think the javelins are pure metal. That's why I assume that's why they needed strength to be from.
It's
Yeah.
basically a light spear. It's not pure metal. It's still a spear.
Okay.
Anyway, it's you'd have to blacksmith it. You'd have to
Hold on, I'm
blacksmith
so
it.
sorry. I just had the thought of the Olympic javelin throwers, and that's what Braddock does whenever he's throwing it.
He gets a running start.
Exactly. I'm just seeing
He's just gonna snap back.
He's just
Yeah.
he's running, things flopping in the air. He's like,
I should call you Scorpion.
He's got his super tight fucking pants on.
tight ass, floppy spear. That's what she said.
He's clearly padding.
Moving swiftly on.
You don't got that much time. We might as well talk about your floppy spear. Oh God.
Okay, so
Good.
she brings you guys to the wagon. Everybody jumps on.
Yeah.
All very serious.
All right. Braddock, do you wish the front, or do you wish me to take the front?
I think the front is taken.
Two of us get run over.
Oh, wait, Braddock, are you bringing Bessie with you?
Preferably yes. Now that you mentioned it, I was trying to drag him on earlier. I can't drag Bessie onto the map.
I think you have to drag the name.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. It doesn't move.
All right.
And I can't control the token either. Yeah, so I don't have access to it.
All right. Yeah, you don't. There.
There we go. All right, delete that one. Sweet. And bam. They are now.
One.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
I guess I'll go on top of the wagon.
Okay.
All right. So since Braddock's riding Bessie, I'll take front next to baby girl.
Chick. Okay.
This lady
So
here.
you want to get on top side or on the back? I guess top or back. You can look forward or back. It doesn't matter. You can still get on top.
Yeah.
I still feel like this is one shot euphemism.
Once you go down that path, you can't really say anything else. That's the problem.
So you guys go on out. You see white cloaks hanging out at the outside of the gate, trying to cause trouble. But you guys take off down the road.
Yeah.
Radix just
you
waves
go-
with his hat.
You're going pretty good. For a while, there's not a lot going on. It's a pretty. Let's see, where are you on the big map? You guys want to come down here? One fucking button.
Always reminds me of that show.
Which show is that?
The like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
Okay, so you guys are going to end up, if you look right here, you're going to cross the river.
Mhm.
You're going to actually take the, you're going to take the road up to Lugard and through Morandy.
Nice.
So that's a place.
Leg.
I'm trying to find the best way to get to fucking. Oh, there it is. Okay. Then you're going to go to Camelin along this road here.
Mhm.
Go to Camelin. This is the way. You're not doing it at the moment. From Camelin, you're going to go to the right and cross that river, the Aranon.
Mary.
You're going to go north to Carrion.
Mhm.
Which is right here. And then into Tarvalon,
Nice.
where the witches are, the Aes Sedai. Then you're going to take this road, and you're going to go all the way up to Saldia, to Meridon.
Nice.
Ooh, wow. That all sounds very dangerous.
You are going to take a while. So, let's see. You guys travel for, yes, that's exactly why. So, what did we agree on length and distance for this fucking thing? Does anybody remember?
No.
You mean scale of the map?
2.5? Yeah. 2.5. Jesus. Okay. So say she's going. Say she goes 15 miles a day. That's 50 miles a day at 2.5 is 6, and so that's 6 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so at the end of the day, you guys are parked outside of Lugard. I haven't quite gotten to Lugard. It'll take you another 5 miles. She's decided to stop. You can tell she's not a real stickler for going too far in the dark. And she's not a real big on getting ready early or taking off early. Okay. Can you guys come in right here?
Drag.
Looks like a whole different setup, doesn't it? A whole different wagon and everything.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! I landed on the horse's ass. Okay.
It leveled up while we got out here. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's right. So, what can you guys see? Everything again?
I can see
Yes.
a
A dead end ahead.
and a perfect spot for an ambush.
Can you see everything, or is it radius?
Yep, I can see everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, why the
I
fuck
don't
is that?
see people or anything, but yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll give you a few minutes to set that up.
They probably broke something. I wouldn't worry about it too much. We probably only got like half an hour left anyway. Okay,
Is that better?
fix it. Oh, it's not better, but it's working now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are going on up the road.
I need a torch. What's going on?
Oh, do you?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
good. Anybody else need torches? You, Sai?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much. What is going on with my phone?
And,
The girl wants to tell
Pretty
you
popular.
yeah, she's just become fucking psycho.
something. You didn't say I love you too.
Yeah.
You
So
guys
she's
hear
gonna
that?
have a torch as well.
Dad, I told you that I love you. Did you think I cooked it out?
Yeah. You're such an asshole. Fuck you.
You are gonna tell me I love you now? I'm going to destroy all those pictures I see you with.
What is this accent?
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird one.
I just turned into some weird Russian girl.
That is now how our employer sounds.
Oh, no.
So, you guys are moving up, and it's getting dark. Pretty dark. So she's looking for a place to camp for the night.
Nope.
So she goes up and she sees this campsite. Looks like there's people in there. She says, can we share your fire? And they're kind of looking at each other saying, sure.
May I have a insight check
Yes.
or a perception check? I guess because they didn't actually say anything.
Okay.
Yep. They seem
Can
cool.
I insight to like judge intent?
Yep.
I can see an insight roll. Of course I don't. Okay.
They seem cool. You guys
Yep.
are great.
All right.
Absolutely.
Really nice looking people.
Tip top.
She goes,
Okay, let's see. Where am I? Did I move? Yeah, I think I did, right? Did I move?
How can we whiff on such checks? I mean, god damn it.
Is everyone trying, or
I'm
I
not.
mean, there's no point now.
Okay, I
I
found myself.
mean, your person with the best perception doesn't see shit wrong, and your person with the best insight thinks they're great because we roll like fucking terrible. You guys at this point probably trust us, sadly.
The only thing I can really think of is that because I was on top of the thing, maybe I would have seen something.
All right, ask Mike.
What was it? Insight?
I mean, ask Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord!
Well, I'm on top of the thing, but I'm looking down her blouse, so I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where are we supposed to be?
Yeah, you guys go right there. I'm trying to find the fucking chick. Who's your boss?
She's in
A little bit of retcon. She is now your boss, and this is a wagon driver.
Okay.
That guy's a wagon driver.
I see she's quit holding her hands on her hips.
Let's
Got her
zoom
dress
in,
going a
shall
little
we?
bit different.
So she comes down to the fire. She says, "Follow me." She's not that nice.
Um,
Yes, madam.
is this one mine? Where is she? Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I'm gonna stand right beside her. She wants me to follow her.
Okay. So she goes down.
While she walks, I kind of walk in front of her, like right around her legs to try to trip her. No, I don't do that.
I was going with that.
So this guy says, "Yeah, come on in." They're all very welcoming. Gather around the fire.
Alright.
What are you guys doing out here?
Well, we have a wagon there, and we're just kind of on our way to Blueguard. Give me a perception check, everybody. Again.
Hopefully,
Actually,
all those bad rolls are out of the way.
Mike, you already rolled perception.
Okay.
You already rolled the
I'm
same
looking at the
fucking
same
roll.
fucking word anyway.
Perception 3 for Ruin. 16, Psy.
Perception, one moment, sir. Perception. Oh, I'm supposed to be good at perception, yeah.
Okay. So, you and
She's
Braddock
wearing a thong.
notice that there's no horses. Braddock is looking for a line to tie Bessie to, but look like there's any horses.
And isn't this their caravan?
Yes,
And they have no horses.
just a wagon. Not even in that great a shape. There is something cooking on the fire.
Yo, get hungry?
What does it smell like?
It smells like pork. It smells like it looks like it's a side of pork on a spit, and they're just kind of turning it. They've all got spears.
Can I try the perception what the meat might be?
Yeah.
All right, bad rolls go away. There we go.
It's pig.
Okay, cool. When you said it smells like pork, I have heard a rumor that humans supposed to smell like pork when you cook it too.
Long pig.
No.
I was about to ask, what kind of pig? Is it a long pig?
Just
So-
making sure. I mean, it's bad enough we're hanging out with thieves. I don't want to hang out with thieves and cannibals.
What's the name of that dog? The wiener dog?
Dachshund.
Yeah, they eat dachshunds.
Oh, that's so sweet. Tiny little legs.
So this one asks, what do you guys hauling?
Oh, us. We are hauling us.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. We were too. Uh, we had to stop for the night, We didn't gather around. We kind of open up a spot. He says, you can put the donkey over there by the wagon.
Are you guys transporting anything?
Well, no, we're just on our way to pick up.
Pick up.
We pick up dyes and cloths, cloth material.
That's also what we're kind of holding on to in that cart over there.
Oh, that's fancy. Lucky for us. And she comes in and she's like, just says, oh, yeah, we're taking silks from that I got from the Aiel. Actually, I got it from a trader in Tyrian, and he got it from the Aiel. And we're taking it up to Sardia. We're on our way up to Morning. And then on the camera, then on up to, and she's like, and she talks louder. So she says, yeah, and then we're going to on up to Tarvalin and on the way up to fucking Moradon. And they're all like, oh, that's great. Congratulations. And the roast is done with the pig, and they all cut off everybody a slice, and it's real good. I say, well, I guess we can't really all fit into one tent, but you guys will sleep under the stars, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so they're all on eating into the night, and they've got wine. And they're passing it around all around the fire, and they're telling jokes, and they're kind of crude, but it's just how guards would be, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not drinking.
Okay, the boss is pretty drunk, and she's carrying on and giving just as good as she's getting. She seems to be really enjoying herself. She seems to be getting more progressively drunker. Is anybody else drinking, or just her?
I think it's just her.
I have half a mind to look in their wagon. Is it like totally empty?
Are you drinking first? Tell me that, please.
Am I drinking their alcohol? No.
Okay.
We are children of the light now. We don't drink.
Exactly.
So,
On the job.
so they're asking you guys, why are you guys drinking? Come on.
No.
What's wrong? You don't trust us, or
Oh, no. It's nothing to do with
you're
trusting
too
you,
good?
gentlemen.
You're too good to drink with us?
No, there's nothing to do with trusting you, gentlemen. The life of this young lady is in our hands, and there are many wolves in the forest. They must keep a mind sharp. We do not drink until the job is done. It is.
Come on, the wolves aren't going to come around the fire.
It is simple professionalism. We apologize, and I do not mean to insult, but we cannot drink while we are on the job. It is against our code.
So yeah, well, that's pretty insulting that you won't drink with us. To be honest, I mean, come on, she's doing it.
He is not a professional. He is a client.
She's a
She
professional
said-
something.
Yeah, pretty much. Roll for initiative. He says, um, look, you guys, you either drink with us or we're going to have a problem. And they start to stand up. She's kind of like laughing, thinking it's a joke, totally unfocused on what's going on.
How does she look?
She looks drunk as fuck.
Right, like more drunk than she should be, right?
No, not really. She was really putting it into her, but no, she's not. She's not more drunk than you would think.
All right. Meta question: who has the highest con?
I might. I don't know.
I got 15.
Oh, Ruan's your guy.
All right, Ruin. I guess you're the one taking a sip.
Really?
Let's see if whoever has the highest con.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll take a shot.
It's a bottle. It's not really a shot.
I'll take a sip.
Okay. The tension seems to calm down a bit, and they all kind of sit down, and they kind of, nod at you or whatever, and the bottle keeps being passed around. But the tension's still there.
Yeah.
All right. How is Ruin feeling?
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. He's feeling a little lightheaded. The wine is closer to vinegar than it is wine, but it's definitely strong. So, I mean, for someone who doesn't drink that much, it's it's pretty strong.
All right. Hey, Ben, quick question. Level 2, is that where poison doesn't hurt you anymore or where disease doesn't hurt you anymore?
As a paladin,
Yeah.
that's not for a while now, isn't it? Also, it was disease,
Oh, okay.
unless they changed it.
No, you're right. I thought it was disease. All right. Fuck it. I'll take a sip.
Okay. Same thing, please.
All right.
But hey, regardless, lay on hands cures them.
True. All right. Let's do this. Wow.
You guys are really drinking the Kool-Aid today. It's like, not just now. What is going on with you guys?
So, same thing. I mean, it's pretty strong. It's not really great, but you can see the appeal if you're looking for that sort of thing,
All right. I'm not drinking anymore. But I'll pretend to whenever it gets passed over to me.
Okay. Anybody else want to take a drink?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Dead silence.
Yeah. So okay, you guys don't drink.
Frederick would just start, surely you can make an exception for men with the Lord.
He says we don't make exception for anyone. We either drink, or there'll be a problem.
Well, then I suppose we got a problem now, don't we?
Okay. He says, "Yeah, I guess we do." He stands up with his spear. Everybody roll for initiative. Why bother fucking around anymore, right?
My credo is to not fuck around in the first place. Have you guys not figured that out about me by now.
I am
Okay.
Torch.
So you want to
I thought I
happens.
did that. I thought I made that
Are you
mistake.
fucking kidding me? Okay. See, I really don't want to fight today. If
It
this is
makes
how I'm
sense. It
rolling.
makes sense. We're both drunk.
But this is how I'm rolling today. I don't want to fight today. Alright. Until I see any other reason to, I would like to fight to incapacitate.
Rather than kill? How noble.
Guess it's just at least give him a chance.
Bruh, are you serious?
Fighting incapacitate instead of the kill doesn't really make a difference except for when we knock them out. Don't. We just tie them up and see what they're up to. I mean, right now they just want to fight because they're drunk and angry. We don't know if they're trying to rob us yet.
Mm,
I'm
You
pretty
mean-
sure if they use weapons, it's not a good-natured brawl.
yeah.
Alright. Alright.
I mean, you can go ahead and do that. It's just that I'm realizing I shouldn't follow your lead when in those aspects.
Now, if he stood up and tried to give one of us a knuckle sandwich, then I'd say, yeah, just incapacitate. But he grabbed a spear.
Alright.
Brandon, you need to get out of there.
Yeah. I noticed he kind of just started moving them by me, and I'm just kind of like, hmm.
You really, really need to get out of there. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help you out.
Yo, they're like all above 15. There's it too, finally.
You move first, don't you? There?
No, someone got 20.
Yeah, that's too many. I
We've
guess
said
it's
that
probably-
before.
I know. I'm gonna say that's why I was trying to hope to make nice. I guess it was too much to ask for.
Who's the torch?
Me. Here, let me fix it. This shit overran, yeah.
Guard 3 takes a step towards Ruin and tries to stab him with his spear.
No, it doesn't fix it.
Or does not. Yeah.
I don't know. Delete torch. If I do that. There we go, I fixed it.
Look at this.
Could be worse.
Ruin sees it coming and gets out of the way easily.
Drunken master.
It's your turn. You guys are feeling it enough for it to become an issue.
Alright.
Uh,
So gunslinger style.
Okay. Sai is a little drunk. I know you didn't drink, did you?
No, I didn't drink.
So you pull your rapiers out, but you just kind of fumble them a little bit, and just kind of whiff on the attacks. That guy, after dodging your attacks, makes an attack at you with his spear.
And me?
Alright, we're good.
That was for me?
What? No,
Was that for me? Okay.
Okay. This guy here is going to attack Ben.
Mm-hmm. That's a miss.
Oh, these guys suck really bad.
Oh,
And
they've
I'm
been
on
drinking longer than we have, so.
Well, they shouldn't have started this.
Ruin, it's your turn.
I was on a 14. I
Yeah,
delayed the
it's Ben
torch.
first.
I gave him a chance to walk away from this.
What was that, Ruin?
It's Ben first.
Oh
You
yeah,
rolled a
you
14.
might have to
What?
just
That was
drag
14.
Ben up on top of Ruin.
Oh. Oh. All right. Go ahead, Ben.
Okay. So, I guess I'm going to... Yeah. I'll swing at the guy who just swung at me.
Okay.
Fair's fair. It's a 21 for 11.
Runs a hit. So, you take a swing at him, overhand slashing on the right, coming down. You catch him right on the top of the neck, and you literally cut almost his entire head right down to his armpit, and he goes down without even a scream.
Brother's just going to say, now do you really want to continue this?
He's dead. Is that your
Right.
turn?
I
Yeah,
suppose
that's my
that one
turn.
does not.
Okay, Rowan, it's your turn.
All right, I'll shoot this guy right here, or actually no, this guy back here.
I think you still get disadvantage for that, right?
Nope.
No,
No? Okay. Oh. This guy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I reload for my bonus action.
Okay. He takes it like a champ. It does hit him, but it doesn't really affect him too much that you can tell.
It's a big mammoth, Gemma.
Crimson, it's your turn.
All right. No, that would be a really bad idea.
Do it.
You
Alright,
drank
screw
for
it.
nothing.
So I'm going to walk up here, and I'm going to try to spear this guy. Crap. Alright. So I spear him, right? I
This guy
assume... Huh?
That guy there?
Yeah.
The guy in front of Ruin?
Yeah, the guy in front of Ruin. This guy.
Okay.
Alright, so I assume he's still standing from that, right?
Yep. You get him in the side, but he's still up.
Alright, so I'll hit him with a forearm. Or not.
That's a miss. Just
Alright.
kind of clank. Hits him in the chest, but the metal armor stops it.
Crap. Alright. And that's my turn. I'm glad I didn't go through with my bad idea of jumping in right here and trying to get advantage because it wouldn't have worked. Alright.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
Here's gonna hurt. 2 attacks with the mace.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, 13 damage. Are you kidding me? Yo.
Whoa.
Damn.
So yeah, you're taking a crack. It is this guy's turn. He's going to step forward, and he's not really going to do anything. He's not going to walk through the fire.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I
You're
guess
too
he's gonna.
kind.
I guess he's going to move ahead and attack.
Yep.
Wait, where'd that guy come from?
I
Oh, that
was
guy's
right over
right
there.
over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get hit, I'm done. Yeah. Wait, I have 18. Look, I have 5 HP too. That would have been exact.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
He missed. God damn it. This gentleman.
Now, if you really wanted to be rude,
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. He's right here.
Brother,
Oh, no,
you
wait.
should move there, actually.
He was right here. I think.
I should move. I'd have to disengage. I got 3 of them on me.
3. You need to drop that down.
Yeah, I gotta take another swing. I'm not out of the woods yet, though. This guy gets a turn.
The guy beside Ruin attacks him.
Still misses.
Another miss. Sai, it's your turn.
Alright. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
better.
That side, if you move up here, you'll have advantage.
That's
And
a
you won't
wagon,
keep
right?
their control.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
jump up there? Oh well. I keep forgetting I'm a cat.
So yes, 21 is a hit.
Oh, man.
Give him a little jab. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my 2.
Okay.
I can't
He's
move.
gonna turn.
So, like, that's all I have to do is just keep plugging away at this guy.
He's gonna turn and attack you with his spear.
Whew.
A miss.
You guys have a little kindergarten fight over there.
Yeah.
By the firelight.
Good.
Alright. I gotta take
yeah.
a swig at that guy.
Okay.
Please fucking hit. At the very least.
Come on. Yes.
18 for 9. And you bet your ass I'm smiting this asshole.
Yeah, you gotta take him out.
Okay. We got.
It's a 2d8, right?
Yep.
2d. Yep. And delete.
Okay.
18 damage.
That was good.
So Braddock comes in with a longsword. Gives a cry out to the light or whatever fucking you're worshiping. I don't remember exactly. Cuts this guy, and a big flash of blue light explodes, and you hear the guy scream, and he falls to the ground with a cut and burn marks all around the cut. He is a dead guy.
Alright,
The best
Really?
kind.
let's do it, Ruin. Take this guy out.
I'll shoot the guy that Sai's fighting.
Okay.
Okay, that misses, and I reload.
Crimson, your turn.
Alright.
Thumps into the side of the wagon.
That was a max damage roll, too.
Yep. I'm gonna try unarmed strike against the guy next to me.
That is a hit.
Alright.
5. So he goes down. You hit him. You catch him right in the side of the head, and he just goes down like a sack of bricks.
Alright.
Potatoes or whatever.
Do I have the movement to get over there?
Just
Yes,
do
I-
this.
This is just. What is this, like a table?
No, it looks like logs, firewood, maybe.
Can I stand on it?
Yeah, but it's not going to be real sturdy.
Alright, so if I stand on it, I'm not gonna get advantage for bracketing that guy, right?
No, you wouldn't. You would have to be. I don't know if you can get it with the wagon in the way, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this is pretty neatly tied up so that that's not going to happen. I think by the looks of it, tell me if I'm wrong, but the wagon's in the way, that pile's in the way, the tents seem to be in the way.
Yeah, but I have this. So I would
Lightning
be
speed.
able to. So I would be able to climb the wagon if I wanted to, and then I could just kick both of them if I chose to go that path.
Yeah, you could do that, I guess. But I think the wagon's a little too big in order to have that done effectively. Is what I'm picturing in my mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Like you would have to go like up on top of the wagon, like you would go like up on top of this.
All right. Fair enough. So I still have a regular weapon attack. So let's see. Should I do this? This is crazy. If I miss badly, I could lose my spear. No, I'm not gonna risk it. So that's for the guy next to Sai.
Okay. So that one gets him good, right in the throat. It doesn't kill him, but you see blood coming out, and he's not doing real well.
All right. In that case, I am going to use a point, key point, and I'm gonna hit him with an unarmed strike. Fuck! I shouldn't have wasted that key point. That's my turn.
All right.
2 swipes. The odds are not in my favor.
Oh, and it can be worse.
Do I take dice?
No, you do not.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
No.
Yes, sorry, you do. You do take dice. You do not get hit.
Oh, skin of my teeth.
Yeah, so 2 clangs off the armor. The armor's not looking too shit hot anymore. This guy is going to move up and attack Ruin.
Come on, Ruin.
Oh,
Critical fail.
Definitely a jumping master.
yeah, definitely.
Draw a card.
Alright, what's that say? Sometimes things go wrong. This time everything goes wrong. Roll twice on this chart, suffer both effects.
Ooh. So you get to draw 2 more times.
Pop yourself in the head. Oh, we did
Half
pop
weapon
himself in the head.
damage. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's in an awkward position. You're trying to make the best of it, but swing too close to your leg or your own body. Half loaded damage, okay? Anything that in ways your body isn't supposed to, you strain yourself in breaking point. You can't walk without aid of a crutch. Okay.
Well, at least he only did 2 damage to himself.
But he can't walk?
Cannot walk.
He just crippled himself.
So that means that if Ruin disengages from him, he can just step back and shoot him.
What did he do? Sprain his ankle? What the fuck happened?
No, he took a swing and hit himself in the leg and just broke it. He's got a big heavy mace. How do I keep... How about that one? And he took 2 damage. You big fucking dummy.
How did you do that to yourself?
Sorry, it's your turn.
Alright, so I kill your friend.
Oh, don't jinx me, man.
Don't kill me.
Stop the egg with your food, Si.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a hit. You get him right in the fucking... Right in the liver. He goes down.
Si was like, let me get him with my offhand so I can hit the other guy hard. I understand. I wanted to do the same thing. It didn't work. But you killed him.
So if he goes down, I would like to go here. Actually, I can go around here, right?
Where? You gotta go.
Mhm.
No, because this guy's gonna be in your way. You gotta go.
No,
Um,
I'd go around. Yeah.
5.
Yeah. If you
You're
can make
good.
it, then yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so that's my turn.
Damn, I wanted to go there.
Braddock.
I get advantage now.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm okay with this. It's a 21 for 10, and drum roll. Delete.
Okay. 17.
'Cause I really don't want to go unconscious again. This happened
So,
last time, and I
He
wasn't
gets
dead.
blasted. A big fucking arc of blue light burn marks on him, but he's still hanging in there.
Hey,
See,
Ruin.
that one we saw.
Hey, Ruin. Stay where you are. I can make it over and bracket them.
Ruin, it's your turn.
I'll take an attack of opportunity. Take a step back.
Aw.
Sorry. And then I'll do 2 attacks.
Hold on.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity first.
Right.
Lucky.
I'm not gonna hit. Oh, that one hit.
For 2? Oh no.
Hey, they're all
You
carved.
survived
It's a
the
good one.
If you survive the 2 maces.
Nope.
You get to draw another card too.
Yeah.
Well, let Ruin draw his first. Let's see if he gets a good one.
No, this is happening first, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. That does happen first. You're right. Sorry.
I feel bad for this man.
I have.
Should we kill him?
Hey guys, it's guard number 4.
3.
3. I'm sorry, guard number 3. I thought it was 3.
It's the thug. Yeah, okay.
Thug number 3.
Braddock, are you still interested in offering these guys a surrender?
So he's got half speed. God damn it.
Well, he's
He
got to be
can't
one.
move.
He's got to be one dumb son of a bitch trying to fight to the death in this situation. Like,
So wait, he was already at half speed, and he at half speed again.
He can't move.
Yeah, this guy over here can't move. He can't walk. This guy's at half speed because he pulled a fucking hammy.
Wait, I thought it was the same guy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I thought
He tried
so,
to
I thought
hit
so
me.
too.
Yes. This guy tried to attack Braddock and smashed himself in the foot and broke it. He can't move. This guy tried an attack of opportunity against Ruin and pulled a hamstring.
Okay.
Wow. That's what happens
So
when
yeah,
exercise consists of lifting bottles to your mouth.
Anyway, it's your turn. The 2 toughest guys just got fucking hobbled.
All right, Ruin, pull your card. Make it a good one.
I'll take the card.
Oh yeah, you got to, and you attacked who? This guy?
The guy in front of me.
At distance? Okay.
I just knocked. Oh wait, he does have a head. He has disadvantage on the next attack.
But he's
did you give him a
so he's
concussion?
face first on the ground. Does that mean he's prone?
No, that's the
Okay.
alternate effect.
Huh?
Let's see. Attack comes screaming down on your opponent's skull, sending them dazed face first to the ground. They have disadvantage on their next attack. They have disadvantage perceiving the world around them until they rest. Okay.
Is he
So
prone?
yes, he is prone, yeah.
Woo!
This does not bode well.
Gotta be fucking kidding.
Rough.
There's a miss.
oh no.
He gets out of the way,
All
There
right.
you go.
and then you just smash him with. You punching him or kicking him?
I'm missing more of an axe kick. I'm curb stomping him while he's on the ground.
Okay. So just a good old fashioned monkey stomp going on, like in the schoolyard. Then a bunch of people would knock somebody down and just kick the shit out of them. Crimson's bringing it old school.
Did I really roll a 6 twice? That's hilarious. All right, that's my
Okay.
turn.
So the guy who can't walk takes a shot at Braddock. He's pissed.
And drum roll.
Pissed me
Oh
is
wait,
angry
no,
and
I
pissed me is drunk.
apologize. He's taking a shot at Sai. He's not taking a shot at Braddock.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? 1 and 1. Sai, Braddock.
Yeah. Alright, so where is
This
it?
is low. He's not having a good day.
He's a whirling dervish over there with one leg. This
He's
guy
a
gets
top.
up.
Has to have us moving. Let's have us moving to get up. Wait, can
That's
he get
right.
up?
Yeah.
That's half his movement, though, right? Because he only has half his movement left, right?
So he doesn't have any movement.
He has. He should have this much.
Okay.
So can he even get up?
Yes.
Okay. All right, the 8 hits if he's swinging at me.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
He hit you. Sai, go ahead.
Alright, so this is at advantage. Finally.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. 18. He's down. Sai comes in with 2 shots to the kidneys.
Yeah.
He's the kidney killer.
Pull his kidneys
This
up
guy-
and roasted on the fire like marshmallows.
This
You
guy
can
goes
walk
down.
through. You can walk through ruin if you want to reach this guy.
Yeah. How much
Oh,
movement
sorry,
do I
7.
have? Come here. Oh, this is a tent, right? I can't stand
Yeah,
here.
can't go through the tent now.
Alright, so I'm just going to go right here just for... just in case, but I guess these guys have it handled. Okay, that's not me, that's my torch. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Braddock, it's your turn.
I guess I'm finally gonna get to use my pike. I'm gonna swap over to my pike.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to run this guy through.
A duck.
With terrible damage. It's a terrible roll.
Over your shoulder, Crimson, you see this fucking shaft shoot out. Doesn't go anywhere near the intended target. Just kind of flops to the ground. First time jitters. That's all. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Rowan, it's your turn.
We're bringing back the floppy spears.
I'll do 2 attacks again.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, 2 hits. Minus. Fuck. Yes, they both hit. Okay, that cut him up really good. He's got cuts on his chest and on his thigh. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Crimson, you're up.
All right, I'm moving to the side of him since he's still in range of Ruin's weapon. That gives me advantage. So first the spear.
Is that true? Is that the way it goes?
No,
Sounds-
it's just if I'm standing and like if I'm here, yes, but I'm not.
Right.
Wait, you still in range of your weapon. That doesn't mean that I get advantage.
No, but you hit it anyway. Because you get a 17 on the first roll. It's gonna be he's gonna be right beside it. Minus
The rest of
3.
you got your stupid long weapons. That's not helpful to me.
Nope.
So you do get him. It doesn't take him down, but he's not feeling too great. You see a lot of blood coming out of him. You do miss with the second attack, whatever it was going to be. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to take 2 swings at you, Crimson.
All right. All right, cool.
2
Both of those
brutal
things.
misses. Sai, it's your turn.
I will engage. Oh, not my torch. I will engage here, and I'll take. to swings. First off.
You're at advantage though. There we go.
Nice. All right, give me a fucking card.
Okay. That's the critical hit, right?
Yep.
Yep. Wow, you broke his upper leg?
Can't move.
Oh god.
Holy
I
shit!
mean, on top of putting
He's
his
doing-
guy's legs out, is he already dead? Because, like, he can't even walk anymore.
Okay. So
Is this poor guy alive?
Hang on. Whoa, sorry, wrong thing. I was gonna do this. And I'll take another swing at him.
Oh, wait,
Stab at
was
him.
he alive?
no, he wasn't alive.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You got
right,
him
okay.
right in the heart and right in the neck, and he goes down. Blood squirts out because you got him right in that perfect spot in the neck, and he is a dead
Nice.
fuck. All right.
Oh, well. We guess we might as
Okay.
well search the corpses. And a wagon.
Oh yeah.
See if we murdered them for nothing.
Okay. They all have spears.
Right.
Not all of them. Sorry. The two bigger guys have a mace. The other guys have spears.
What's the damage on that mace?
So two maces and
1, 2,
Four spears.
3, 4 spears. The armor, I don't think it's going to do you any good.
I think we tore it up.
Yeah.
Did they have
and
any
there's-
money?
um,
Were they good bandits?
no, they weren't good bandits. Inside the wagon, though, you do see a sack of.
Solid gold?
I don't think so. Settle down over there. It's treasure. Let me just figure out what it is.
Is our boss still
Give
dancing?
me a 1 die 10, please. Somebody.
I'm not doing it today. There? Such you.
Oh.
Oh, damn it.
Woo.
You can take turns, roll.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys had rolled already.
That's what I was saying. You've been rolling pretty well. I wanted you to roll at.
Oh no, I've been rolling at advantage. I haven't.
And
been
what else?
rolling
What
at
else?
all.
What else were the rolls?
4 and 2.
Don't forget Darren's 8.
Like 2 times 4 equals 8. I mean,
Well, I'll just roll 1 too. Might
Okay.
as well get this one out of the way.
Why'd you roll a 10?
Uh-oh.
An 8.
Another 8. Another 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 20 silver and 55 copper.
Alright.
Okay.
Nice.
But that's all.
Five silver apiece.
There's nothing else in the wagon at all. It's absolutely empty.
Really?
Um,
Fucking bum.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Can we
There's
take
not
the
even any
tent?
horses. What's that?
Can we take?
Yeah, you can take the tents. Yeah.
We're taking their cart too.
There's even this cart. Yeah, you can take that too. Best you can.
Well, I
haul
mean,
that.
yeah, we wouldn't have like taken the tent by itself. Since we're taking the cart, we can take the tent because it's a big tent,
Right.
right?
Yeah, and there's like, I mean, there's bedding and stuff in there, but it's pretty rancid.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't want to be sleeping.
Alright, so
on
that's
it,
like 12 copper apiece, boys.
but,
5 silver,
tents are good.
14 copper, right?
12 apiece.
There's
5
4 of
silver
us?
plus 12. He said 55, didn't he?
Yes,
So
that's
it's 13.70. So it's
13.75.
13.75.
I just rounded up.
Oh, well, I rounded down.
You can't round down. It's closer to 14.
Yeah, you can round up.
All right. Oh crap! I fucked up my silver. I fucked up my copper. I don't know how much copper I have now.
+1.
All right.
So she's drunk and kind of freaking out, but she's very appreciative of you guys coming to the rescue, and is very happy, even though very drunk. Says,
She's a happy drunk.
"Yeah, we'll stay here for the rest of the night because it's late, but we'll make an early start in the morning."
All right.
She
cool.
goes to sleep. Good job,
Really?
everybody.
Pretty nonchalant about a mass murder.
Yeah, well, she's pretty drunk.
Well,
I'm just gonna go to bed. You guys do whatever.
we want to kill them, but they got all uppity when we didn't want to drink their fucking terrible liquor and just murder them.
Was
Turned
the
into a
liquor
murder
terrible? Like, can any of you guys do like a medicine check or something on
On who?
Oh, we checked it. It's not bad. It's
No, the alcohol. It was just shitty wine. They just were looking for an excuse to kill you guys and take your shit. That's all.
it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, at least we got shitty wine now.
I figured they were trying to drink us under and then kill us once we're good and drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
plan, but
if you guys had kept drinking, you would have noticed that the depth of the bottle doesn't go down very much because they weren't drinking. They were just kind of fake drinking and passing it around.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
yeah, I was
After the first sip.
like, I took a sip and I'm gonna pretend to drink, and then we would have all just been pretending.
Yeah. You guys
2 hours
were
go
like,
by and
"What
there's
the
still a
fuck
bottle."
is going on?"
Yeah.
I was trying my best to get that woman to shut the fuck up. She was just like, oh, you're so
Yeah, she's terrible for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
This is why we don't travel with clients. All right,
Yeah.
Mike.
Phil,
Good job today.
thank
Like,
you.
I know you have what we were doing with the white cloaks in mind, but it ended up making for a really nice, solid story hook.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
For us to do in the forward. So honestly, good job on just being flexible and rolling with that, because it ended up, I think, opening things up for you.
Yeah, it really did. It's a good, because I didn't know how I was going to introduce that particular scenario. So that works out well. I was surprised it went that way because they're usually quite a nasty bunch.
Yeah, I was like, well, I guess the only chance we have is to at least let them butter them up first.
Yeah, well, they were pretty impressed by the speech.
Yeah.
And then, they figure if anybody's going to die killing Dark Friends, it might as well be Dark Friends, right? So,
Ruin. We still haven't really learned anything about them.
Yeah, no, Ruin's still shrouded in darkness.
I was really, the only time I really
thanks.
felt good was as soon as I saw the older, kind of wiser guy there, I was like, okay, we have a prayer. Because if it would have just been young guys, we would have been fucked. Like, we would have just been fucked. Like, I don't know if we would have been fucked, but I feel like we would have been fucked. Because I know they don't have pussies on their team.
How will we move this cart if there are no horses around?
Oh, we're gonna focus
you
to the
got
back of
Bessie.
the cart and move them both
You
at the same time. But that's
You got
for next
Bessie. But you're not taking this one, I don't think. You're taking this one, right?
Taking the smaller one.
The smaller
Bessie already has a cart. I started off with the mule and cart. She can't pull
one, yeah.
two.
Does she have a cart? Do you have the cart with you? I guess is the question.
I don't know. Do I need a cart? I have saddlebags on her.
Yeah, I didn't think you brought the cart with you.
Oh no, I set out with only the saddlebags last time. Okay.
Bringing a cart while on a guarding mission is probably a little tacky.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. I guess we'll
Probably
just
not
check this.
professional.
Really,
All right,
are we
cool.
are we only taking their cart out of spite?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
That makes sense.
These guys should just shit on it and then fucking leave.
I'm just saying, man. hate getting robbed by broke motherfuckers.
So yeah, you guys are doing good. Not gonna level up quite yet, but it's coming. And any questions or anything like that, let me know. And good game, and I'll see everybody later.
Cool.
Alright,
See you later,
so
man.
just while I got everybody on the line, first off, Zeb, are you interested? Oh yeah, so we got to figure out a day that works for you. But other than that, are you interested in learning Shadowrun?
What? What is it?
Shadowrun is it's a cyberpunk set game. It still has elves, dwarves, and shit. But basically, there's these mega corporations that have taken over the world, and you are a Shadowrunner. That means you can either be like a decker, which is a person that hacks computers. You could be like a street samurai. There aren't classes, by the way, but there's like archetypes.
Oh
Or whatever
wait,
you can work towards.
there's like an actual game about this too, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Shadowrun has had Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games and PlayStation games. I think they even have one very recently on the PC.
All right, yeah, sounds cool.
All right, cool. What time do you get off of work on Monday? Because I can push it to another day. That's not a problem.
10 p.m.
Okay, 10 p.m. your time is me
1
like
a.m.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Thursdays
Alright.
are pretty okay.
Thursdays, if that's cool with everybody, I don't mind pushing Shadowrun to Thursday. If that's good with everybody, Darren.
Yeah, I
What are
can do
your-
Tuesday.
I think I can do Thursday too.
All right.
Nah, yeah,
I'll
actually-
know we're ready for that, and I'll talk to you guys through making characters and whatever. Basically, the way I see it right now is I was gonna run it, but I know that Ben also would like to run a game, and he sounded like he thought it was cool. So we're gonna make like the same world, whereas like Ben's gonna take you to the west side of Seattle, and my missions will be on the east side of Seattle, or what the fuck ever. But that's just the best way to think of it. But there'll be constant characters going through all this stuff, but it'll be different companies and different missions. It'll be more like episodic. What I am gonna do, because I know it's easy to fuck up characters, is I will give us a chance. Like if you just completely drop the ball, we'll give you the chance to take a look at the stats, and we'll talk about fixing them up so that you can at least do what it is you want to do. And that's not to say you can just say, "Oh, I don't want that weapon," but resources and contacts, all that good shit is part of the game. There's a lot of role playing in it, and of course, there's a lot of rolling dice. Long story short, you roll d6s, and you want as many 6 and 5s to hit as possible. If you roll more than half of the dice you roll are ones, more than half,
Signets.
it's a glitch. However, the good news is if you have any hits at all, you still succeed. Like, well, I mean, you don't have a fatal glitch. Like, if you have enough hits to pass and you glitch, you still hit, you still do what you're supposed to do. It's
Right.
just like, it could be something like you didn't count your bullets and one of your bullets jams, or you lose some bullets or whatever. If you don't get any hits, like you get no 6 or 5s and you glitch, then something bad can happen. But the rules are set that there's never anything that is permanently crippling to you. It's just shit that makes the mission go a little bit more difficult. So it's not
I
like
don't-
you'll never be screwed.
I don't know about that because if like a decker or a technomancer critically glitches while they're trying to hack something, don't they attract the attention of what's that faction called?
The Lone Stars is a possible one, yeah. But like I said, that's like police attention. I don't consider that being permanently crippled. You just got to get the fuck out of Dodge, or you're getting arrested. But it's
No.
not like you burn up your deck, your
There's-
decker. Your
there's
deck
somebody
and
else.
back.
I forget who it
Uh,
is.
The Technomancer. Who's the one that connects their brain to it and can get fried?
It's a techno. Yeah, that's not a decker.
Right. Maybe the Technomancer can do it. And that might be the reason why whenever anybody tries to talk about Technomancer, they just don't talk about them. Whatever reason, I've noticed from the community that nobody wants to talk about Technomancers at all. And I don't know why. And what Ben said might be the reason. But that's not a problem because essentially Deckers and Technomancers do the same thing, just different ways. A Decker uses equipment. A Technomancer literally uses magic to hack computers.
Don't they? Wait, does a Decker have a deck implant? Is that later, or is
Yeah.
that a Technomancer?
No. They have a deck. I didn't read far enough to see if it's an implant or not, but they have a deck thing, which is basically how they hack. But I think either way, I think either person can get fried. I think like a Decker gets hit in the chest with lightning, whereas a Technomancer gets his brain fried.
Well, it's dump shock. It's basically damage. It can kill you like any other damage, but it's separate on the track. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Anyway, digressing.
Or you can just be a street samurai and just punch shit, shoot shit.
What can go wrong? Bringing a knife to a gunfight.
But no, it's made so there's several ways to go. You do need a team. Honestly, it looks like a lot of fun. You can throw all sorts of detective stories in it, and like I said, it has a lot of role play in it. Big, really set world, factions, gangs, orc gangs, troll gangs. Elves are still fucking elves. Racist human groups. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
So
Wait,
we are
I didn't
looking
mean
at
to
this
stop
for
on
the
racist. I didn't mean to stop
following
racist. What you say, there?
Tuesday? We are looking at this for the following Tuesday.
We'll see, because I know you said you got something planned on Monday, so let's check that out.
Well, I have something spare, so I mean we don't have to if you guys.
No, actually, I really want to see what you have.
Okay.
Honestly, because I'm putting, I gotta put some stuff together for this
All right.
game
Cool.
anyway. So we definitely have time for you to do your thing, by all means.
All right. Well, Monday we'll do something then.
All right. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Night.
have a good night, guys.
I will probably link a couple of things. I might just go and open up this third channel. I'll probably link a couple of things. It'll be like the quick rules, building the character rules, and I'll probably link the videos that I already posted before that kind of explain like the world and the lore rather than you having to read it. There's some other guy that has a fucked up voice that reads it for you. Not exciting, but he does read it for you.
Okay, cool.
Well, all right.
All right.
All right, boys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, y'all.
Great job today, Mike. Seriously.
Thank you.